Devil's insurance, brother. Anyway,
Give these girls
now that you found out that you have no way out, and if you get hit with mental damage, okay, if you get hit with psychic damage, you just have simply no way of fixing yourself. Let me instill upon you. Let me hit you in the head with some more mental damage, okay, some more psychic damage, whatever, in the form of. Now at the top of the hour ad break, I already ran that. In the form of Cobra Tate. That's right. Andrew Tate was on the Nelk Boys podcast, and one of the things that he loves to do, found out yesterday, and I didn't even fucking realize, is that he just loves openly stating his crimes. Okay? My man straight up loves openly stating his crimes. And we started watching this yesterday, and it took a long ass fucking time to get here. But goddamn, dude! I mean, it was wonderful. It was a lot of fun for me, at least. This entire video is just a major self-report. He finally gets to his business practices like around here, and I ended it like after getting into it a little bit. But he basically openly stated a couple different things. Like one, he's better at talking to men sexually than the women that he hired, that he employed. Two, he would scam men up to $1 million a year. And just milk them and feels not even a fraction of remorse for it. So there it is.
girls like kind of like a cut.
Yeah, so
No,
the way,
100% to you.
well, we can talk about this. So the girls who worked for me purely just work were working for me purely just work.
Okay.
Right? So
That
they,
only applies to a relationship.
yeah, so that'd be 50%. If a girl was my girlfriend, she'd be working and I'd get all of it. Now that doesn't mean she wouldn't have a nice life, right? Because she's my chick now. So like,
Why would they even do it if they give you 100 though?
because
What's the point?
It's helping you out. I mean,
No, it's not about helping me out. It's about we are now a power couple. We're a team.
And I'm gonna spend the money on you.
I'm gonna spend
Andrew Tate describes slavery.
I'll buy you a bag. I'll buy you shoes. Whatever. I'm investing. It's not even that it's 100%. I'm in charge of the money.
Yeah.
Not that you can't have things. It's not that you can't do things. Not that you're fucking flat broke. I'm in charge of the money. 100 G's just came. What do you want to buy? Oh, I really want this bag. Well, you bought a bag last week. I really want this one. Okay, well, here's the bag. What else do you need? Nails, food, da-da-da. Okay, cool. Well, I'm paying the rent. Is there anything else you actually need? No. All right, then let's invest this. It was more very much like I was in charge of the money. Otherwise, she was just spunking it on dumb shit.
Sexy Socialist 63. Okay, Hasan, this is day 3 of watching Andrew Tate. Let's wrap it up. Here, how about you wrap around this fucking band, dumbass? Why do you think you own the stream? Why do you think you own the whatever kind of content that I want to cut? Why is it up to you?
So it wasn't. I say the 100% thing. Everyone loses their fucking mind.
You right though?
But basically,
wait, hold on. Watch this. 19-month subscriber. Boom. Blammo. Get fucked. Nothing more annoying than old school community members that think because they've given me $5 a month that they have ownership over the stream. Okay.
Was the more intelligent, competent individual inside of the pair was in charge of the money. Me. And she also...
Have you ever pulled that off?
What do you mean pulled that off?
Like, have you ever dated an OnlyFans chick that's given you 100% of the money?
All the time.
No way.
I'm describing to you right now. All the chicks gave me all the money. I was in charge of it.
So do you put your bank info on their OnlyFans account, or do they pull it out and then
pull it out and
wire
send it to me.
They wire it to you?
Yeah, no problem.
No way.
What if they cheat you? How do you
don't believe
respond?
that.
Wait, what if they cheat you?
But this is the interesting point. The reason this dynamic worked is because the girl understood that she wasn't making the money. It was my money. Because she understood that she is nothing but a face to a genius apparatus I've created. She
That
knows.
is some psychological crazy.
She could be replaced. I can take another girl of equal beauty, sit her down in front of that keyboard, which ain't even plugged in, bitch, and do this, and make the same fucking money. You are lucky to work for me, because I can replace you. You cannot replace me. There is no other genius on the internet doing this the way I do it. So it's my money. It's my staff who've been up all night while you're asleep WhatsApping this dude. It's my team who know what to say. It's me who's been in charge of the plan to make sure he sends X amount before X. Because it was a real business. And the reason we were so successful is I was never thirsty about it. Most dudes in those scenarios would be trying to live like Dan B and all this shit. I love what he does. Cool, guy's a G. But I wasn't.
I love what he does. That's awesome. Bro, does he know OnlyFans has a fucking join button? Yeah. So I've said this already, but I think his own narcissism will be his downfall because he can't stop fucking admitting the shit that he's done. What value is Tate adding to the system exactly? Nothing. He's just the one who's like managing the communication between the girls, which is what a lot of like OnlyFans management companies do as well, like the modeling agencies, right? And they are pretty fucking terrible across the board. And the only difference here is that, I mean, yeah, it's called being a pimp. The only difference here is that he specifically had openly states that these are his girlfriends and that he, in certain instances, is taking 100% of the revenue, which turns it into slavery.
Trying to live like that. I didn't want to go to the club with a bunch of girls. I didn't want to be seen on the street with a bunch of girls. I still have enemies at this point. I don't be walking around with fucking beautiful women. It's a liability. I was low-key, hiding, pure business. I wasn't fucking all the time. No, work. We were there to make money. The fact that I was surrounded by naked women, did not care. I was unfazed. Unfazed. You put me in a room with 20 of the most beautiful women you've ever seen, stark naked, didn't give a fuck. Walked straight in, spreadsheet, walked straight out. Didn't care.
Did you smash one of them?
Of course I fucked, but I'm saying I was about the money. I approached it as a professional.
He's so cool, dude. He's like, I don't even give a fuck about titties, bro. Andrew Tate, so alpha. Doesn't care about naked women, okay? Andrew Tate, so alpha. Also fucking talks about how he can milk dudes harder than women ever could. That he can fucking once again, like, write sexy shit to these dudes better than the women ever could, okay? Andrew Tate, so alpha, talks regularly about how his sex is not that good, it's not worth it, it sucks. My man is a sequence of self-reports over and over and over again. And it's not like you have to really dig through the commentary to find these fucking things. He says it regularly. Andrew Tate also exclusively wants to live with sweaty dudes that are constantly doing shirtless push-ups around him. And Andrew Tate also just sees women as a mommy role in his life. I mean, there it is.
I was a professional to the game. That's why we killed it. Another thing we did. We don't talk about psychology. I can tell you, man, I can talk about this forever.
Wait, can I ask you something real
Sure.
quick? What's the most expensive thing you ever bought a girl?
This is straight on TikTok.
Oh.
I bought some really expensive shit for girls. But you have to also approach it down to how much she makes. So like if a girl made $1 million in a month and I bought her, let's say, a 50 grand watch. So yeah, I bought her a $50,000 watch, but she made $1 million. Does that really count?
You're gonna go more.
That's pretty cheap.
It's, yeah, do you know
not
what I mean?
that bad, yeah.
It's cheap. So it's like I've never bought a girl anything too crazy.
Never bought a girl a car?
The reason, I'll tell you, okay, so I have so many angles we can go from here. The
Do
reason
you
I
like
didn't-
splashing on chicks though?
I love my woman to experience the world through me.
Yeah.
That requires money. But I would never like get with a brand new chick and just start buying her shit.
Fuck no.
Fuck no. But if a woman truly loves me and there's an experience she's yet to have, I would love to give it to her. I'd love to give her something she's never had before. But if I get a chick who's already had a bunch
You should try giving them like a good partner for once. That's an experience that's new for him too. You know what I mean?
of it, I'm less motivated. In fact, I know she ain't gonna get shit. If I get with a chick who's had a bunch of ballers before, then she can fuck herself. Fuck her, goodbye, because she ain't worth shit anyway. But if I get
That's not top G, man. You are literally not top G. Yeah, he's like, hey, listen, babe. How about this? An experience you've never had before. Sex slavery. But also, I mean, I'm laughing, but it's like so fucked up, but it's kind of true. Also, top G's should never be concerned with what other men have offered their girlfriends. If you're the top G, then why the fuck do you care about all the other bottom G's? Right?
a chick of innocence, I'm interested in showing her the world in all realms, including financial. That's the answer.
Because
to the
he's
question.
not
I
a
think you
top
understand
G,
what I'm
he's
saying.
insecure.
She
Yeah,
loves me. Boom, boom, boom. It's impossible for me to be with a chick and her not have a good life, right? How can I have a chick with me? She's my girl, and my life's so fantastic. What, she's gonna get a taxi when I get in my car?
Yeah.
Like not get on my jet. She has to fly commercial. Like I'd have to be a real weirdo to prove a point.
maybe she has
It'd
to
be
earn
weird.
that.
Being near me, your life's good. If you're anywhere near Tate, you're living good.
But what are those signs though that make you see that like, oh, this girl actually loves me?
Oh, that's easy, bro. I've just been around the game. All these things I'm telling you, I grew up. This game is my game.
Are
I
you
know
ever
the
gonna
game.
get married?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Are you gonna get married ever?
I'd never get married. No.
Why not?
I don't see the tactical advantage to getting married. If I decided to be loyal to a woman and be with her forever, that's fine. If I decide to have children with a woman, that's fine. If I decide to have a house with a woman and live with her, sure, possible. It's not optimal, but it's possible. But the idea of just getting married in and of itself is completely and utterly fruitless. I think it's for the woman. The women enjoy it.
Bro, tactical marriage. Yo, fellas, is marriage gay? I mean, it's for the woman. Like, fellas, if you're getting married, you're doing it for the woman. Let's be honest, okay? Supreme Mech, thank you for the 50 big ones. Top G, 50 big ones.
But women enjoy lots of things when they don't have to pay for it or organize anything. Sure, she gets to show off on Instagram, organize nothing, waste all my money. And now the government is involved in a new area of my life. I don't want the government involved. The government is already involved in when I register a car, all my money, bank accounts, when I get a job, when I buy a house. The government's everywhere, right? Don't I just want to at least be able to walk around with my dick without the government being involved? Now, if I put my dick in another bitch, my wife can go and say, I have proof he put his dick in another bitch. Go to a lawyer and go to the government. He owes me this. That's adultery, automatic this much percent. So now the government is watching my dick? Leave me alone. No, leave me the fuck alone. Like, if I love her, she loves me. Love you very much. Love you too. Cool, we love each other. That's fine.
Okay, would you say though, like back to the other question, would you say that if a girl is doing things for you in a way where they kind of bring value without you having to like coach them, would you say they love you?
I've experienced a lot of female love in my life. I know when women love me, and it's not hard to make a woman love you as a man.
Oh yeah, no, totally, dude. Women love me all the time, I promise. They're not here with us right now, but like, she goes to an school, right? It's in Canada. Yeah, a country I'm not stepping foot in for personal reasons, but you know, I do have love from a woman from Canada. You know, she's in summer school right now, but yeah. Gold Gregory, thank you for the 5 get the subs.
Man, I don't think it's really that difficult. I have a lot of women who love me, but this is actually the meta point that I was going to say before you said that. If a woman truly loves you, she'll stay with you without that shit. So the women who go to their man, marry me or I'm leaving.
They're done.
Then why the fuck you marrying a bitch who's already thinking about, she's already given you conditions to fucking keep the relationship? If a woman truly loves you and you sit there and say, look, I've been around the world. I'm about it. I know things you don't know. Signing that piece of paper is bad for me. It's also bad for you. It's bad for business. Shut the fuck up.
What about
okay, but how do I know you love me? Because I tolerate you. Shh. Dog. No fucking wedding, no bells, no dress, no bollocks.
I think this is projection, dude. like that's like, what the fuck? Dude, he just straight up fucking hates women. It's so funny. He's this man, throughout the 1 hour and 23 minutes, has said, they straight up asked him, like, what can you say, like, is a positive quality about women? And the only thing he could come up with was, like, that they're good caretakers and that they have loyalty to me, a man. And then immediately rolled it back to, like, but they also are fucking shit drivers. They fuck bitch, shit drivers. It's like, it's wild. He cannot, he literally is not, like, there's no positive. There's nothing he's ever said that's positive about women. It's wild.
It's all bullshit. And men fall into this trap, but no man wants to get married. This is another thing I'm going to say. And I'm not sure.
One of the other positive qualities is that women know their place, and also they're very good at knowing their place, and also they're manipulative. But of course, Top G is more manipulative than women. He can manipulate men better than women can.
Guys who get married. Get married. It's your prerogative. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying me. I truly don't believe any man actually wants to get married. He wants his woman to be loyal. He wants his woman as a wife. He doesn't want to be a husband. He just wants to do it so she's less likely to cheat. It's a degree of insecurity. Well, if I marry her, she'll know I really love her, and maybe then she won't leave. If you really know your bitch ain't gonna leave you, if you knew in the stars, if God came down and said she's never gonna leave you, she's yours.
Bro, I don't even know why he just says, like, that he wants to be in a relationship or just he has relationships at all. Because, like, and this is one thing that is not just about Top G here. He is very insecure, but one thing that is very frustrating about a lot of dudes who talk about this way about women that want to like also be in relationships and whatnot, because ultimately like they are doing this to overcompensate for something. Oftentimes that thing is their lack of social skills around women, right? Bro, but you don't want a partnership. You want a slave. Like you want like a maid that you can fuck. Okay? Because like a partnership, a relationship is a partnership, okay? Not to get all gay with it, right? But a relationship means you have to have mutual respect. A relationship means like you're literally looking for you know, a partner that is equal to you. That's what a relationship is. What he wants is like people doing a service for him that take care of like certain needs that he has. It's like a very distorted sociopathic way of looking at it. And a lot of these dudes, it's not an accident that a lot of these dudes also like find sociopathic characters in popular culture to be like their fucking icons. You know, Jordan Belfort, Wolf of Wall Street. You know, I love that movie. It's my favorite movie. I love being the Wolf of Wall Street. You know, Patrick Bateman in American Psycho. I love that. Like, he's so sick. Tyler Durden in Fight Club. Like, I love that shit. Yeah, I'm just like fucking all those guys. You know what I mean? It's like, no, well, those guys in the real world suck. And also, you don't look like those guys either. Those guys are in Hollywood, okay? Like, those characters are fake. They're not real. And you're never going to be like them. You know what I mean? And in the real world, those guys don't get that kind of celebration. So stop fucking trying to tailor yourself around like these weird like anti-heroes in movies where you dramatically misunderstood the message.
You own her soul. Would you marry her? I was like, fuck no. Why? She's mine. It's done. I know my chick ain't leaving me. My chicks ain't going nowhere. So why the fuck am I marrying them?
How did you like initially pop off in this recent success? Like, when did it start?
I decided
Content-wise, like
I decided to
viral-wise.
go overt with my conquest about 6 months ago.
6 months.
6 months ago.
What was your strategy?
Bro, that's worth billions of dollars. If I were to tell you right now what I have done, that'd be worth. So do you have to understand how many people want to do what I have done?
Yeah.
This is unprecedented. This has never been done before.
It hasn't been
I've
done.
gone from obscure internet figure with a cult following of fans. My fans, because I had my YouTube channel for a while, my guys who follow me from back in the day are like, I am so furious. I used to walk around and say, have you heard of Andrew Tate? And everyone would say no, and I'd tell them what genius you are. Now everyone knows you're a fucking genius. Oops, spilled the vodka. You ruined it. You ruined it. Like all my old school fans are
Yacht Clubs
pissed.
tab.
Can we get a lady to clean this up, or?
We'll put that on the Yacht Clubs tab.
Yeah,
The Yacht
let's
Week.
do it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Yacht Week.
Thank you, Yacht Week.
But like, I decided to go overt about 6 months ago. I put together a strategy and a plan. It was extremely strategized. It was planned.
Is that public though?
Yeah, the plan is the plan is simple. We're gonna fucking pay a bunch of like bot farms. After I do a bunch of like loud fucking appearances on podcasts, we're gonna pay a bunch of bot farms to cut clips and post it all over TikTok. Okay, and then they're organically gonna start posting it too because we're gonna start moving the algo. It's the exact same thing that Ty Lopez did, but just utilized in a way where it's the same strategy that Ty Lopez implemented when he did that mass fucking rush of advertisement. He just like dumped a couple $1 million into like YouTube pre-rolls, if you remember, and you couldn't even fucking like, you couldn't escape the motherfucker. Here in his garage, he was always in his garage. He was saying knowledge, right? So then he popped the fuck off. Some of those, according to Austin Ox's TikTok research, we got one of my top minds investigating the matter. But some of those accounts are not even directly related back to the multi-level marketing scheme that Andrew Tate has created, which is a Hustlers University marketing MLM, basically, that is no different. He's still milking nervous, desperate, insecure men. It's just he's not using a webcam model to do so. He's just directly going to the tap. And the most insecure men that have like a little bit of cash that they can spend, that they can get $50 on, are just like younger men, okay? But in any case, hold on, let me just like pull this back. Let me see if I can find this shit. Ostonox says, one thing I haven't seen anyone mention is that Andrew Tate is 100% paying to see TikTok with clips of himself. There's no profit incentive to create an Andrew Tate fan TikTok. With the level of editing these accounts have, it doesn't make sense. Before you go, Hasan Industrial Complex, yeah, it's similar, but there's actually potential revenue on YouTube. Most of them are not monetized, but the ones that are make thousands. For TikTok, there's a creator fund, which I doubt these are in, and Hustlers University affiliate links. I do not think it's organic to say the least. Look at this list of channels here. It's insane. I'm going to list a bunch I found in about 5 minutes in no particular order. Tate Terrific, Tate.ust, USD Tate, the G King, Tate Striker, Kuwait Tate, Tate Grindset, Cobra Tate Center. I can go on forever. Most of these have over 100K followers. It rivals some of the largest K-pop communities. 8.3 billion views on the Andrew Tate hashtag on TikTok. And the weirdest part is only half of these have some form of Hustlers University affiliate link in their bio. Okay? Some of these accounts say Andrew Tate bought this account, which I don't even think is true. He created them. He's astroturfing TikTok through at least 100 accounts, and it's likely worth it, even on the ones that link nothing, by providing a boost to the ones that do. That's the future of MLM on social media, creating a controversial figure and 1,000 accounts that create their own content wormhole. Tate is not inspiring followers to run accounts. He's paying to create that narrative. He's purchased a cult of personality. And then that cult of personality has created so much. That cult of personality that he originally paid for is basically the fucking Tinder. And then once that fire lights up, organically, people want to fucking join in on it, whether because they want to be a part of a group or whether they want to, whether it's because they want to join Hustlers University and then they dump that $50 and it's a sunk cost. So now you have to recover that by like getting other people to join Hustlers University. And that is precisely what the fuck's going on with respect to like the half Hustlers University, half personally Andrew Tate created or Andrew Tate funded accounts. Now, not only that, but also once you get to a level of organic momentum, which he has, okay, that's why it's impossible to fucking see him. That's why it's impossible to fucking avoid him, basically. Once you get to that level, then other larger content creators who have an organic following will see that and be like, oh, this guy's controversial. This guy's a lot of good content, because he is good content. He is entertaining. Okay? Let's have him on the fucking show. Now, he has an even larger audience of real human beings. Now he's getting positive association from the likes of Aiden Ross. Now he's getting positive association from the likes of Clinks. Now he's getting positive association with the likes of the Nelk boys. And that's how the fucking scheme grows. Okay? Larger and larger and larger. Clicks, whatever, what is it? Clinks from Dota? Okay, shut up. I said this name wrong, okay? Calm the fuck down.
The plan.
Yeah.
No.
I thought it is kind of public,
Oh,
no?
strategies.
Oh.
I've heard everybody say.
Everyone has these theories. You can come out with your theories.
Here's the theory that you offered to sell your content to pages. Pages would post your content, and that would help them get views.
Okay, well, that's not true, one. But two, you also have to keep in mind that most people can't do what I can do, because most people cannot be as entertaining as I am by simply just sitting down and talking shit.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I can sit down and talk shit and be extremely polarizing. So I have unlimited free content.
He's saying it. Dude, again, he's admitting it. I just literally had to describe it. Why did I just pause the video and describe it when he is openly fucking admitting it? God damn it, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. Literally everything I mention is not like some fucking new truth. He openly admits it regularly. It's like Donald Trump, is the Donald Trump phenomena, where it's like, well, he can't be a scammer because he's openly saying he's scamming us. But he's not scamming us, he's scamming other guys. And those other guys are stupid. Okay? That's it. That's what this is.
A camera, and I can sit for 12 hours a day and talk at that camera. I have unlimited free content, which makes it easy. Like, if you're a big YouTube channel that do like these giveaways or you do these big pranks, or you need planning, you need a Lambo, you need a girl. Me, I can just get a camera and just start talking. iPhone. and
Yeah.
I'll get 10 million views.
Crazy.
So that's the first thing. So I have unlimited free content is the first thing.
So your content's really easy to make,
It's super easy to make,
which is dope.
which is dope. The easier your content is to make, the more competitive you are.
Yep.
I'm super competitive because I need an iPhone. You give me an iPhone and half a subject, and I'll just start running my mouth. And people, for some reason, like to listen to me for free. I have never paid for an ad.
The reason why people like to listen to him for free is because the shit that he's saying is exactly the same as like what everyone else also, especially if they're not well educated, especially if they have no fucking empathy, especially if they haven't thought about it for more than 3.5 fucking seconds. That's the shit that he's saying that like appeals to like the fucking losers who desperately want validation. That's it.
I've never paid for a shout out. I'm not paid to be on any of these big Instagram pages I'm all over. I ain't paid for shit. They're all giving it to me for free because they're like, this will get us views. Tate. That's it.
So is that
Yeah.
not correct then?
But you're saying I paid them.
No. I'm saying they reach out to you.
They don't even reach out to me. They just fucking steal it. And I don't give a shit. That's another thing that's a big part of it.
Is
I
it
don't-
like an organized effort of
It's an
fan
organized
Bro,
pages?
this dude is literally bizarro me. I swear to fucking God. It's like dark Brandon style. Like he's literally, if he just starts saying like, I don't give a shit, people can take my IP and like fucking, make their own content, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I put together
Or
a
do you even monitor them or not?
I put together a plan which was extremely well executed. This is not an accident. And I can't tell you exactly what I do. But one of the other things I did, which is a superpower, is that I don't have accounts.
Yeah.
Most people, let's say you have a YouTube channel, you don't want people to plagiarize your shit. You want the views. You want your money. You don't want people to rip your video, use it, da-da-da-da. I don't have an account.
Chad, let me tell you something. Here's what I'm not gonna do. Watch fucking Biden, okay? Right now, especially. I'm gonna keep it 100% with you guys, okay? Some of you don't know content, okay? That's the reason why I'm the streamer in this situation and you are watching, okay? Like, sorry, you just don't know. Like right now, I'm watching something that I find to be entertaining, interesting. I'm doing a video, okay? I'm learning more about what the fuck Andrew Tate's doing. People seem to enjoy it. You are coming in here to be like, no. Stop this dead in its fucking tracks and watch a 87-year-old geriatric fuck talk about some random fucking Afghan dude that they murder with a drone strike, okay? For like 25 fucking minutes. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. It's been 5 fucking hours. Okay? It's been 5 hours. We talked about politics for 5 hours. I talk about politics every fucking day. This is still inherently political. Okay? Shut the fuck up.
Everyone can steal my shit. I don't give a fuck.
You have a
Steal it.
YouTube account though, no?
I have a
That's
YouTube
from
channel,
somewhere.
but even then, I don't think it's even monetized. I don't take a single penny from it.
Ours is, we've never made money off YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I
ads.
mean. So right, so I don't need money, right? So if someone were to come along and decide to take my video and chop it up and use it,
Yes, because his revenue stream is not fucking YouTube. His revenue stream is not fucking Twitter. Those are low CPM revenue streams, okay? His revenue stream, quite literally, is the Hustlers University. That's it. And Hustlers University is operated through Discord. So if you don't fucking tackle it from the Discord element, it's done. No, his casinos are not his revenue stream. No, those are, he openly admits that those are not even fucking functional at this moment as a consequence of COVID and shit like that. I think the casinos are just money laundering for the Romanian mafia that he works with. No. His revenue stream is Hustlers University and his brother who operates the webcam business. Okay? And for those who are wondering, how do the Full Send Boys make money if they don't make money off ad revenue? I'm sure they make money off ad revenue. They're probably lying about that. But that's how they make money. Look, do you see that behind Andrew Tate's bald head? Why do you think it's placed directly next to his bald fucking head? That's how they make money, dog. They sell products. They make their own protein supplements. They sell a fucking lifestyle of like fucking shit up. And then they sell merchandise and they sell protein powder and they sell a bunch of different things. Okay? That's how they make the money.
for something, I don't care.
And they get like merchandising, or not merchandising, like commercial deals like with steak.com and shit.
someone were to come along and make a video attacking me, I ain't gonna try and copyright strike. Don't care. Do it. Everyone can do whatever the fuck they want with my shit. So I'm free game.
Bro, this is literally the Hasanabi Clips Industrial Complex, by the way.
So it's entertaining and it's accessible. That plus my genius battle strategy, we implemented it in January. January 1st is when we began, and I am now the most famous man on the planet. I am more Googled than Donald Trump, Joe Biden. Look it up. I'm the most Googled man on the fucking planet.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fact?
Look up Donald Trump, Joe Biden.
This is why it's like a fucking joke when dumbasses are like, you're platforming Andrew Tate. Like, this is why, okay? You're a fucking psycho if you think that is like, what do you call it? You're a fucking clown if you think that's serious, okay? He's right. He's fucking right. Like, he literally, people have Googled him more than they've Googled Donald Trump. Do you understand? In the past 12 months. So when people say that, like, oh man, like, you know, you're platforming Andrew Tate, it's like even dumber somehow than fucking platforming Donald Trump. And everybody knows platforming Donald Trump is a really dumb fucking thing to say.
Biden versus
Andrew Tate, the Mr. Beast,
someone exposed that on the
and
podcast
Andrew Tate.
verified
Look,
that's correct.
Yeah. So I'm the most Googled man on the
That's
planet.
crazy.
I've conquered the world. And
So
then
is it mostly a TikTok strategy or social media as a
everything.
whole?
I own all of it.
Does it bother you don't make money from this shit?
Well, you make money through your ventures, right?
Right. So yeah, I already have.
What ventures do you have right now?
Yeah, I can't tell everybody everything I do, but I have enough money forever. Like I'm at the point of money now where it really truly has no value. Everything in the world to me is free. And I grew up very, very poor, so I can still remember being poor. I grew up with nothing, truly. My family, my mother and father, they got divorced when we were in Indiana.
a lot of people also personally are just like, a lot of people, unfortunately, this is a very human thing, okay? A lot of people cannot see the world outside of their own immediate, like, horse blinders. So that's why a lot of you come in here and you go, why are you fucking, like, platforming this guy? You know what I mean? Why are you fucking platforming this guy? Why are you platforming this guy? It's like, bro, just because this is the first time you've encountered this bald fuck doesn't mean that, like, this dude is not demonstrably, incredibly platformed, okay? This grift can't hold on for too long. No, it can't, especially because he has a loud mouth and he can't stop fucking hyping himself up.
My mother moved back to England. My father stayed in America. My father unfortunately died. My mother.
This kind of seems like further platforming. I don't know. Yes, because you're fucking stupid, okay? Because you don't understand how the internet works and you're fucking stupid. I'm sorry. 14-month subscriber, Super Viking. I hate to break it to you, but you're dumb, okay? That's it. Like, can I platform Donald Trump? No. Then you understand I can't platform fucking someone whose platform is gigantic already, okay? Like, you're literally seeing this and still going, if you look at, like, the closest we can arrive at with respect to, like, someone's fucking, Q score, like, this is the closest you can arrive at, like, something that is unironically, not directly empirical evidence, but if you're looking at something like this, okay? If you're looking at something like this directly, like data directly, and then you fucking turn around and still say, well, it still makes me feel bad. How are you any different than Andrew Tate's followers? Well, I know you said that, like, the car crash, the insurance companies personally think that, fucking, women are better drivers than men, or safer drivers than men, actually. But, like, it doesn't feel that way. You can contribute to someone's platform after they already have one, you fucking dumbass. Yeah, exactly. You can. Like what the Nelk boys are doing is doing precisely that. Why am I constantly finding myself battling with some of the most idiotic, baboon-brained leftist idiots all the fucking time? I don't like it, dude. Please. It's just so stupid, man. I'm sorry. I hope it doesn't hurt your feelings, but like you're behaving in a way that is like very, very dumb. They just want to control the stream content. Don't listen to them. I know. Like, I hate it. I hate it so much, which is why it's always so funny when people are like, dude, you're such a grifter. Yeah, dude, I chose to grift in the worst avenue you can grift in. Okay? Torches Tate and spends days roasting him. Dumb lefties platforming Tate. Sometimes I really want you to like, when I shit on some of you guys and say you're dumb or whatever, sometimes I want you to fucking just close the tab and go somewhere, okay? In the real world. Go somewhere in the fucking real world and just encounter real human beings for a second. See how they fucking recognize this stuff. Greek take? Yeah, no, totally. Just please, just go outside. Or if you're terrified of going outside, I don't know, go to another circle on the internet for a brief moment and see how they react to the shit that Andrew Tate is saying in actual areas where people are platforming Andrew Tate. Okay? There is a difference. There is a difference. It's literally over the last week that his growth has exploded. You don't see a correlation in the coverage he's received from everywhere else lately. I'm sorry, I hate to do this, and I can't tell if these are people who are like debate lords that I'm describing or talking to right now, or people who are so brain broken that they cannot understand the difference between someone like literally Barstool having Andrew Tate on, or someone like the Nelk boys having Andrew Tate on with 4.8 million views over the course of like 3 fucking days, versus someone like myself going through this piece by piece and shitting on it, okay? If you can't comprehend the difference, between the two things, and this is actually really stale because I constantly find myself having to describe what I have to do, and sometimes you need to just like shut the fuck up and listen because you don't know any better, and I hate that, like, you know, I hate this. I hate like describing this to you all the time, but like, you just don't know any better at a certain point. If I'm showing you the data and I'm describing to you and you're still incapable of fucking comprehending the difference between someone who is like addressing certain claims piece by piece and undermining it versus allowing it to go on and be like, oh, you're sick. Then you don't understand the difference between platforming and discussing something. Okay? The reason why this stunlocks me and triggers me infinitely more than Andrew Tate's like dumbass fucking misogynistic rants is because this is so crippling and so undermining. And you think that you are coming from a perspective of like of like genuine anger or genuine resentment. Like you think you're doing something that's right. Okay? But you're not. Please.
And my brother and my sister, we grew up in the free houses that the government give you, so the projects of England, in the town called Luton, which was voted the worst town in England with the highest crime rate, blah, blah, blah. Lived in a shit area, grew up with nothing. And I've done all of this completely myself. No financial help, never got a loan from a bank, a friend, nothing. Did all of it completely by myself. So I remember being broke. And I really, really am thankful for those poor days, because if it wasn't for the days being poor, being rich would suck.
100%.
Bro, it's fucking, it really ain't that cool. It's only cool because you can do shit and say, do you remember when we couldn't afford to do this?
Yeah.
Otherwise it's boring, right? So I'm at the point now where absolutely everything in the world is free. If a new car is launched and I see it, let's say it's a brand new Lamborghini, right? In fact, I did this yesterday. They're replacing the Aventador. There's a new Lamborghini. It's a it's hybrid. It's 1,000 horsepower. That's all I know. I saw an advert, a YouTube video on YouTube in the Explore page. I didn't even watch the video of the review of the upcoming car. I didn't even watch the 4-minute video. I just saw a new Lambo's coming, text my Lambo guy and said, I'll have one. I don't know how much it costs. I don't need to choose options because I tick every box. Every option, give me one. It'll come out the bank and I won't notice. It'll turn up. Boom. Everything's free. If I want a Lambo, it's free. If I want a little jet's free. Give me a yacht, it's free. Besides mega yachts and mega mansions, literally everything on the planet is free.
What's your main like public venture that you're doing right now that you could say?
Right, so I do a few things online. So I own some casinos.
I saw your website too, yeah.
So I own some casinos in Romania. That's one of the first things I do.
Really?
But I don't want to talk about that in too much depth. But I own some casinos in Romania. I also have some more traditional wealth income methods. I've got a property portfolio across about 6 or 7 countries. I'm also an extremely capable individual. In fact, I wish I had my business card on me to give it to you. But I'm the guy that people can come to that can fix things. So I have a lot of people with a lot of money who will come to me and say, look, the war's going on. I need to get someone out of Russia into Europe. Or look, I got to move this money here. That in a very legal way, I know enough people to help do those things. So I can make a lot of money with that. Online, I have 2 serious ventures. One is Hustlers University, and the other is the War Room.
What do you do on those?
Okay, so the War Room is kind of like the Illuminati, but cooler.
Here's the good shit.
The War Room is very difficult to explain, but it's a private network. It's a network in which you must compete for your place. When I was saying earlier on this podcast about living with competitive men, the War Room's the online version of that. So you have men, you join, you pay, you join. There's tasks, tests, things you must do to keep your place, or you're booted.
Such as?
I can't tell you.
Oh, you can't say it's that private?
How much does it cost to join?
It's like $5,000. It's not that much. It's $5,000 to join, but you can get kicked at any moment without a refund. So the point is that it's constantly winners, right? The losers are always peeled off the bottom, so the winners get more and more competitive. So we're cycling into a group. So now we have a point where we have.
Does that relate to the TikTok?
Bro, that's awesome. Like, it's just a scam. It is just quite literally a fucking scam. And because of its scam nature, he won't tell you what's in it. And he'll also tell you, like, it's a cool club, but you're not allowed to be in it unless, like, you work for it. And also, notice how he always ties back, like, his internet dominance to the War Room. And the reason why he does that is because he wants people to want to fucking join it and wants people to want to fucking get into this, like, no refund $5,000 shtick.
Fan page portfolio?
The War Room are involved in everything I do.
How many users are there?
We have over 2,000 members. Over 600 millionaires.
What about Hustlers?
And we have extremely important people inside of the War Room. You can go to the War Room.
Yeah, bro, totally. Fucking, yeah, no, definitely. Extremely important people in Andrew Tate's Discord server, dude. With Andrew Tate's, like, secret access Discord server. Oh, yeah, Obama, I heard, is in the War Room.
I go to the War Room for the problems no one else can fix. Like when the Ukraine war, when the war kicked off in Ukraine, and they closed the borders or the borders panicked, we had 7 War Room members of Ukraine. We got them all out in 24 hours. I don't know, we send in jets.
So the War Room helps you get shit done?
The War Room gets shit done globally. So that's what the War Room is. It's a network.
And you'll give them some kickback on shit if you get it or something?
Say again?
And you'll give them some kickback on money that you get or something like that?
Yeah, it's the War Room is a private network. That's the most I can say. Kind of imagine the Freemasons of old, but better. So when you first join the War Room, for the first 6 months inside, you're just going to be doing things like why. It's kind of like Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off. Why am I doing
Today
this?
I'm getting.
And then you're going to start to learn. Aha, this is useful.
I bet you.
Bro, someone's gonna fucking crack that. I mean, come on. Someone's gonna crack that shit. No shot. He's gotten, up until this moment, he has only gotten very positive coverage. The tide is shifting. Okay? He got his big push from in the month of June and July, okay? Specifically in the month of July, he got a big push. Like inescapable almost. You know what I mean? Oh, there it is. The Cult of the War Room. Andrew Tate, The Dark Seekers of the War Room. Patrick CC. See, CoffeeZilla made a video on Andrew Tate's cult. I'm telling you, dude. It's like there's only one way to fucking deal with scammers like this. Either you got to use the regulatory mechanism, okay? You got to use like the actual regulations and rules that they're fucking cracking, but that's never going to happen, right? That's never going to fucking happen. Because he's in Romania. Give Philly on 5K to produce something on him. Why would I give him 5K? These these are people who are who love fucking exposing scammers. I don't need to pay anybody anything to do this. And they have noticed exactly what I've noticed. A bunch of them hit me up when I debated him and were like, holy shit, I've never seen someone fucking rip into him like this. Okay? These videos are irrelevant, though. It's like you making a video shit talking Trump. Republican dogs don't care about what you say. Same with the shit with the incels who love Tate. Aha, but there is a difference. Donald Trump's platform is tied to the Republican Party. Donald Trump's platform is caused by mainstream media. Andrew Tate is in our waters. Okay? He might dominate our fucking waters for a little bit. He's on the internet, though. He's not on TV. No one over the age of fucking 40 knows who the fuck Andrew Tate is. No one over the age of 30 barely knows who Andrew Tate is. That's why so many of you old dumb motherfuckers in my chat are like, I've never heard of this guy before you showed it to me and now I'm mad. Meanwhile, he's exploding between like fucking 14 to 25. So that's the main difference. When he's on the internet, he can rise on the internet, but he can fall on the internet. There is no additional avenue for Andrew Tate. That's the main difference here. Donald Trump is a part of your time will come, Hasan. What do you mean my time will come? My time has come time and time again, brother, if that's what you're saying. What the fuck does that even mean? I'm 39 and I've literally never heard of him. All right, dude, I know. You're old, okay? Of course you've never heard of him. You're old. Maybe if you didn't platform someone, I know, dude, you got me. Okay, you're so funny. You guys are so funny. You guys are, by the way, the dumb motherfuckers in the chat that are like 9-month, 10-month, 12-month, 14-month community subscribers, you are no different to the fucking tater tots who say, why are you still talking about him, Lamau? You're a fan. You are literally the same. Understand that you might think you're like a fucking Marxist-Leninist who's been in this community for like 14 months. Like, I'm fucking so smart, dude. I would never get fucking called up into a scam or whatever. You're just as fucking stupid as this dildo is, okay? You are just as fucking dumb as the tater tot who fucking found his way into this broadcast, okay? Understand that.
The people who are too lazy to
want to join
the
that.
people who are too lazy to do the
I wanna
wax on,
fucking join,
the
kinda.
people who are too lazy to do the wax on wax off are kicked.
How powerful is the network?
I'm alive.
Are we allowed to talk about anybody else who's in there?
I will never tell you about any of the members, but let's put it this way: I'm still alive, right? So, and there's been serious attempts on my life. The war room is the most powerful network on the face of the planet today, bar governments.
Are you trying
bar
to keep
a nation
up?
state? The war room is bar a nation state wanting you dead. The war room is the number one enemy you wouldn't want you coming after you because they will get you. We are that good.
Are you trying to keep up being like as viral as you are forever? Or not forever, but like for...
This is stage one of a 3-step plan. So I'm going to be viral for a little bit longer, then step 2 begins. The conquest is continuing.
So this is just the beginning. Because like a lot of people
are
are saying like you're going to fall off soon. This is just your 15 minutes.
No problem.
What's your take on that?
That's fine. I've been around the internet for a very long time, and I'm building systems which are very sustainable, right? The war room is a very sustainable thing. I don't care if all this virality gets me one good war room member who can do what I need him to do or fill a gap in our organization, which are very few and far between, then I still win, right? So that's the war room. Then we have Hustlers University.
You're right about fighting and pushing back against this scam like that. At the same time, you're being a bit insensitive right now. I know it hurts your feelings. I know. But sometimes you need an adult to talk to you like a fucking adult, because even if you're like 35 years old, you come into this chat and you see a bunch of children behaving in a childish way, and you also start behaving in a childish way. So like, I have to fucking tell you sometimes that you're fucking wrong. Okay? I know I'm being insensitive because sometimes you need that. Okay? I'm not going to spare your feelings if there's 37,000 people in here and you're fucking like, no, I want you to center the content around me when it's centered around the top of the hour ad break. Because at the top of the hour, there's a 60-second ad break. And if you no longer want to see those ads, then all you need to do is subscribe. Oh my God. What you can do, all these morons in the chat are just low-key repeating Cutie's talking points. Lol, did you see her tweet the other day? No, but I doubt that Cutie disagrees with the way I'm handling the Andrew Tate shit. Considering that, like, he's exhausting to listen to. That's why Chad is pissed, because we already know what you're going to say to refute him. Okay, but there's 37,000 people in here. Maybe think about someone outside of your own fucking your own self for a brief moment. There's plenty of people in here who haven't fucking heard me address these sorts of things. Okay? That's the problem. Do you understand? A lot of you think I'm directly talking to you, when I'm not. I'm not directly talking to you. You have to personally just remove yourself from the equation every now and then. Okay? There's a reason why he got so upset when you tore him a third asshole. He both ended up platforming you and his scamming persona shattered there. You actually keep on fucking with him. You should actually keep on fucking with him. Yes. There's plenty of people in here that are not you. That's why I repeat myself all the time. I repeat myself regularly when it comes to transphobia and combating transphobia. I repeat myself regularly when it comes to racism and combating racism. I talk about my opinions on police brutality every fucking day. I repeat myself every day. Why? It's not for you sometimes, okay? I try to make sure that it's unique every single time I talk about it, but like you have to remember that it's not just you. There's plenty of other people out there who want to hear this, and they're going to hear it for the first time ever. So please understand that you just don't care. You don't care that, like, you just don't want to watch this. It's like upsetting you. Maybe because like I'm not paying enough attention to you or something. Anyway, pay attention to the top of the hour ad break. Which I forgot to run, and you can avoid as long as you fucking get gifted a sub if you're lucky. Here's the woman ad break now.
University. The reason I started Hustle.
I'm too poor for you to pay attention to me. That's so funny you say that because you selfishly know that I fucking constantly and consistently read the chat, unlike any other fucking streamer of my size. Okay, and that's why you say derailing dumb shit like this in the chat and highlight it or at me, knowing full well that regardless of your fucking financial status, that you are going to get a crumb of attention from daddy for the first time ever. Shut the fuck up.
Because I was arguing with...
I love paying attention to chat. Make it valuable, okay? You're in a community. It's not just me. It's not me and you in the chat. I'm not talking directly to you, okay? I'm talking to everyone. If you want me to pay attention in a positive way and stop yelling at you, make sure it's valuable feedback. Make sure it's not you fucking being a smarmy little bitch in the chat.
With someone about how pointless the modern education system is. I think the modern education system is nothing but an indoctrination machine. I think they use it to indoctrinate the youth. I think it's a waste of fucking time.
What, to brainwash people?
To brainwash people, of course they do. And it's actually, because I can talk forever, the world's a spider's web, right? Everything extrapolates from everything else. And most people are not capable of understanding that nearly every single idea or habit or lifestyle which is propagated mainstream by the Matrix is done so with a Trojan horse. So even the educational system...
Meaning with a hidden agenda?
With a hidden agenda. So even if you look at things like women's rights, women need rights, women need protecting, women should be equal under the law, completely agree.
They said they wanted women to work so people could pay more taxes, no?
They want people to work so they can pay more taxes, double the tax base. But you know what else they wanted them to work for?
Get the kids out of the...
To get the kids out of the influence of the parents, right? When the woman's at home and the father's at work, those children are learning from the woman who's probably learning from the father, and you get to instill your own beliefs in those children. Government doesn't want that. The government wants the children to belong to them. So they get the woman out of the house and they send you to school for as long as possible to reprogram you. This is why you will see YouTube videos of children arguing with their parents, and their parents will say that's not true, and the children will say, I learned in school that a man can be a zebra, or whatever they learned, and they start arguing with their own children. You don't own your own children's minds anymore, because your children's mind is owned by YouTube and the school, right? And the school will say to you, if your parents ever yell at you or get aggressive to you, you come to me, and we'll tell the police. Don't worry about that. So they're doing it to brainwash the children, right? Because this is how you control the future. So the whole educational system in and of itself is a scam. They use feminism and the whole women's rights bullshit to get everyone's children into the indoctrination machine. They keep you there as long as possible. They want you to finish in debt because then you got to get a fucking job and become a good slave. But they don't teach you anything of value. Nobody learns anything of value in school. And everybody intrinsically knows this. Even the people who disagree with me, I said, if you see me pull up in my Bugatti in a gas station, do you look at me and think, wow, he went to school? Fuck no. You think drug dealer, gangster, scammer.
Yeah.
You think I'm doing something illegal because you understand if I was staying within the paradigms of the system, I couldn't have possibly achieved this. The only way you can fathom I've done it.
What the fuck does he mean? There's hella people there are more people that have reached that level of wealth and higher that have the financial capability of purchasing a Bugatti than people who got there through illegal gains. The system is capitalism. It's already pretty fucking corrupt to begin with. Okay? Straight up. So, you can use the leverage of the system, especially if you already have a quick start. If you have intergenerational wealth and the access that it opens for you, okay, the doors that it opens for you, then you're pretty solidly set to be as successful as possible. Did you disagree with anything he just said? Are you too stupid to not understand? Gatchy Mane. Your name is fucking Gatchy Mane. Obviously, going to be a little hard for you to pick up some of this information, but I disagree with everything you just said. Specifically about like the education system. The idea that like education is brainwashing is such a silly reactionary notion because yes, of course it's fucking brainwashing, but you can just say it with a negative spin on it and then all the dumb motherfuckers will go, yeah, that's right. Oh, well, teachers are grooming your children. Yeah, grooming your children to fucking learn math, dude. Technically, okay? He, just like the Republican Party and politicians in general, not just the fucking Republican Party, just wants more dumbasses that he can scam easily. He's like, don't go to school. Don't go to school. Don't learn critical thinking. You don't need it. What you need is the school of hard knocks. Why? Because if you don't fucking do any of that, if you don't learn how to think for yourself, if you don't learn how to think critically, okay, then, you're more susceptible to this dumbass's scams and other ones too.
Is by imagining me as an outlaw. Because within the paradigms of society, I shouldn't have even fucking done it. That's how much school's a scam. You don't look at someone rich and respect them thinking he went to school. The people you are learning from in school aren't even fucking rich. Your business professors never had a business. They're brokies. They're fucking broke. So school's a scam. And it's the biggest scam on earth.
I'm losing my
And the reason it's a scam.
Bro, this is, by the way, this kind of grift doesn't work in any other economic organization of society outside of capitalism, and here's why. Can you imagine a world in which, like, motherfuckers like, yo, NASA scientists are brokies. Nikola Tesla was a brokey. What does he fucking know about science? If you're a brokey, that means you haven't accomplished anything. Only rich people have accomplished shit. That's awesome. Einstein, broke boy. What does he fucking know? Nothing. He was a socialist. Brokey. Lol, thinking NASA doesn't hire from rich families? Man, that is not the point you think you're making right now, okay? The point is he's talking about fucking dudes who are like, you can't educate people on how to become rich as a business professor because you yourself are not rich. Okay? Hell, all the fucking researcher grad students are straight up broke. Okay? They're broke. Some of them are providing incredibly valuable research to the planet, making the planet better. Except they're not rich, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Before I get into the meta point, the reason it's a scam is because it operates in a vacuum. It operates in a vacuum because it cannot be fairly compared to any other service. So you can get a loan for school, but you can't use that money for anything else. Because if they were to open it up and put the school, the education system, into the fair market of capitalism, it would fail. If I were to give you 100 grand and say you can get a degree, or you can buy a crypto, or you can start your own business, or you can do anything you want with it.
Bro, 100 grand and you get a degree, which by the degree doesn't matter. There is some stuff that he's saying that is like kind of true, okay? What matters in top institutions like Harvard and Yale and even Brown and all these other places is not necessarily, especially if it's the social sciences, is not necessarily what you are fucking learning in college. It's the networking opportunities and the connections that you get from going to school with a bunch of other motherfuckers who are also incredibly fucking wealthy, okay? That's what's the most significant part about this, okay? Like, college is great. I love college. I recommend it for everyone who can. Most important, especially if you're like in the STEM field, obviously. But part of the reason why I think college is great is not because you get to learn a lot of things, but also because you get to, you know, have experiences, like life experiences. And I think those are good and those are valuable. Okay? Good. It's a fun time. It's a good time. It's unfortunately incredibly expensive, especially in the United States of America. Holy fuck. But ultimately, the main thing that you learn in college, or the main thing that you get out of, like, especially these top elite institutions, is the networking opportunities. You're going to school and becoming friends with some of the fucking richest dudes on the planet and their children, okay? That's it. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying to you, okay? Straight up. And there are kids right now in this chat that are going to some of these top institutions, and they will fucking tell you, okay? Having said that, however, just fundamentally saying that education is brainwashing and it's bad across the board is dumb as fuck. Networking, but instead you could just join the worm, Lamount. Yeah, totally. Exactly. You also learn critical thinking skills and argumentation skills in college, as you touched on. Not argumentation skills, but yeah, you can learn critical thinking. College is what you make of it. But at the worst, you will still even if you're not like learning anything in college, and you're going to have, for the first time ever, real world experiences where people kind of treat you like an adult, but you have none of the responsibilities of an adult for the most part, unless you're like already working.
Who's gonna choose a degree?
No one, probably.
Nobody. So they say.
I love this though. This is the same as like Gary V's scamming ass. Yeah, use 100K on crypto so you can fucking lose it tomorrow. Yeah, no, that's great. That's the right thing to do. You have the opportunity to go to fucking college. You have your college education paid for, okay, at a top institution, or you get to have crypto, which is going to go away tomorrow. Nice. Love that. No, it's great. It's great. Yeah, totally.
You can only get the money if you use it for education, which allows it to operate inside of a vacuum. Because it operates inside of a vacuum, it is one of the few things on the planet which is allowed to be non-competitive. It's not competitive against any other investment. Everyone knows that. But you can only get the money for that, so you can't get the money to invest in anything else, so you end up doing it, learning something that is outdated, slow to learn. There's more, it doubly inflates. There's more degrees every single year, meaning
Did he just say learning is something that's outdated?
else. So you end up doing it, learning something that is outdated, slow to learn. There's more, it doubly inflates. There's more degrees every single year, meaning the value of a degree decreases, and the price goes up every single year. So it's worth less each year. It costs more year on year. There's no other industry where you can even get away with that. You get wrecked, except for the educational system. So I was explaining why it's all a fucking scam, and people say to me, well, what else am I supposed to do? I don't know what else to do. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll start a school, and my school will teach you how to make money. Because what do you want to work for?
Climb, thank you for
I
the
want
10
to work
gifted.
for my passion, da-da-da. If you want to work for your passion, fuck off. What do you want to work for? I want to work for money. You're the guy I need. You want to work for money. Because there's people who really only want to do what they enjoy. That's fine. You're never going to be rich that way. Go be a vet. A vet, you might be rich. Go work in the zoo and clean up pig shit because you get to be near an elephant. If that's your thing, go do it. Your passion has nothing to do with getting paid. So the people who are serious, the people who are smart enough to go, I only work because I want money. I don't care.
It is literally, I mean, that is fucking so sad, dude. That is such a sad existence. I mean, it's just, this is again, it only comes across as brilliant if you are already brain rotted to the core by capitalist dogma. That you think like, oh yeah, don't pursue a passion, just make money. Just make money. No, he's just like, he's creating the next wave of fucking... He's trying to create the next wave of fucking servile pigs. No wonder this motherfucker doesn't enjoy being rich or just doesn't enjoy anything. He has no fulfillment in his life. He did the kickboxing thing and then dropped it. And now if all you care about is making money, there's already enough evidence to show that after a certain point of wealth is just diminishing returns, okay? Once you have all of your needs accounted for, then making more money is not necessarily going to make you happier. So if your entire fucking life revolves around trying to make as much money as possible, you're going to be a miserable fuck. And plenty of people are like that. Okay? That's why rich people always say, oh, money isn't everything. Yeah, when you're poor, it's everything. Okay? Money is everything when you're poor.
What I do, I just want money. Cool, then you can come to my school. Now my school is competitive. My school does not operate inside of a vacuum. It's $49 a month for Hustlers University, and we teach 18 modern wealth creation methods. We teach 18 different ways to make money. In the modern world, which is very different from...
If you recall, I already covered this on my YouTube, at least one of the 18 modern ways of developing wealth. Where is it? Oh yeah, Andrew Tate's Hustlers University is absolutely a scam. Where he talks about, you just gotta fucking buy low and sell high, basically. He also describes drop shipping and things of that nature in his 18 modern wealth creation methods. But I always describe something to you that I always say the same thing about scammers. What do I always say? If the main way that homie makes his money is by scamming motherfuckers, then is he teaching you how to scam motherfuckers? Like, because his main source of revenue is scamming vulnerable people and preying on them. Is he actually giving you the skill set to be like, here, now that you gave me $50, I'm going to describe something to you. I scammed you. Okay? But here's how you can scam others. Okay? And if you say, do you think drop shipping is scamming? Okay? Or do you think like fucking parking your ass outside of a Supreme drop or like bot purchasing, mass purchasing fucking sneakers on the internet so you can sell it on StockX is scamming? Become the, mediator, become the middleman basically, which is like the most common way that like 17-year-olds make money nowadays, right? Scalping. If you think that those guys are scammers, yeah, they are a little bit. You know what I mean? They certainly are. But what you're failing to recognize is he's not even making money drop shipping. He's making money teaching you how to drop ship, which you can fucking learn for free on the internet, dumbass. When I was talking about 18 modern wealth creation methods, told you how to do drop shipping adequately. He just paywalled YouTube videos that you could have fucking learned more from. And he doesn't even do it himself now. He hired other people to do it. Like, professional people.
From the old world, which is a key point because people...
What's the difference from Walmart upselling you 1,000 than me doing it via drop shipping? You have no assurances that I'm going to get the product, whereas at least Walmart has like some level of credibility in supply chain. That's the main difference between you and Walmart. But it's nice that you think you are like Walmart if you're doing drop shipping. I'll take. Yeah, I know, man. Also, fuck Walmart and fuck you too. Why bald man make more money than you? He do nothing good. You do good stuff. Joe Biden. What?
Always say, well, my parents told me your parents lived in a different fucking world. Your parents bought a house for $60,000 and now it's worth $500,000. So of course they're telling you to save up, buy a house. How are you gonna buy a house for $500,000? You're working at Starbucks, G. It ain't gonna happen, right? So all your parents' advice is outdated and it's bullshit. So all the old advice is bullshit. Saving money is bullshit. Inflation's like 10%. Save. You gotta get rid of your money. Fuck saving. You gotta fucking spend it. So everything they tell you is wrong and old. So it's all modern wealth creation, 18 different modern wealth creation methods. It's $49 a month. And you can spend that $49 on anything you want. You don't have to join my school. You
That's
can
the
go
best part. That's the best part. It's just like he's like saying some truths about like the current system, or you know how prior generations had it easier with respect to like you know how, I mean, our systems are crippled. Okay, they're fucking broken. That's why you feel the way you do, right? You have these anxieties. But he'll use that real truth to fucking turn around and like sell his scam to you.
Buy lunch.
And make no mistake, he already mentioned that he scams dudes all the time. He preys on the vulnerable and the weak with his webcam business and doesn't even feel bad about it. And now you're the fucking dumbass who's paying $50. He just cut out the middleman. No more webcam lady, okay?
If you want. So I'm competing against the entire world, right? You can invest that in anything, and people are still choosing my school. That shows it has a genuine value. At the point of this podcast, I checked this morning, we have 108,000 students. 108,000 students.
108,000 in Hustlers University?
Correct.
Whoa.
108,000 isn't impressive that I've amassed. It's impressive that I retain. There are 108,000 people in the world who have joined my school for $49 a month. And they say, I am getting more for my money or more value than I'm investing here. I'm either making more money back or I'm learning more than I would ever possibly learn for $49 anywhere else. So I, unlike traditional education, genuinely compete in the world. And I'm the only educational platform in the world that does this. There's no competition at all. And I do it because the people who join my school and listen actually make money. Now, I've been accused of a bunch of shit. There is an affiliate system. You can make money with affiliates. That is a system that does exist inside. That's one of the 18 ways. You don't have to just affiliate for HU. You can affiliate for Amazon products. We teach how to affiliate for fucking anything. So you can affiliate for a bunch of shit. But there's 17 other ways to make money, all inside of the school itself. So we are the #1 educational platform on the planet. And I will say this now. Anybody who's serious about making money should be inside, because $49 is not going to help you in any other way in your life. There's no crypto you're going to buy for $50 that's going to blow up. There's nothing else. For $50, you have fucking nothing to lose. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying it's going to be quick, but we'll teach you how to make money if you're ready to sit there and learn. So that's what HU is. So I've got the HU and the War Room, the two biggest things online. So between those, I'm doing okay.
When you say like they want to get the kids out of the schools, who do you think is like, that's like some heavy... Like, that's some heavy string pulling. Like, who do you think is behind that? Like, I know people just say it's the government, but you know what I mean, though? To be that smart to say, all right, we're going to separate kids from their parents so we can take over the mind.
Up until this moment, you had no fucking Hustlers University commentary that was, like, critical of Hustlers University, because a lot of the people that were actually going into Hustlers University realized that they can make money, potentially, by cutting videos that were positive, because those videos would get fucking gassed up, super juiced by his Discord. And therefore, like, there was a positive incentive, especially if you've slapped on an affiliate link on that. Now you got people like CoffeeZilla covering it. Now you got people like Patrick CC covering it. So we'll get to find more about Hustlers University and how it truly operates as more content creators start diving into it with a critical lens. So this is just how it works. The principle is still the same, though. You are correct. It is the same marketing scheme as crypto shitcoins. It's the same exact marketing scheme as like NFTs that were pumped and dumped. That's just how it works.
Minds of the youth. That's like a very smart concept to think of. Do you know what I mean? Like, how does someone come up with that?
You
like,
come up with it because it's natural human nature, right? Like, if you have
do you think that's like the government making those decisions?
It's way above the government.
Like, that's what I mean. Like, who do you think is they?
There are people who've been in charge of the world for quite a long time. And to keep it simple and to make sure this podcast stays up, the people who control the money are going to control the world. Because if you have money...
What the fuck? To make sure the podcast stays up? Yo, what does he mean?
You can influence people.
Yeah.
Right? So, and the governments, what do the governments need? Money. So they're a layer in the chain.
That's what I mean.
The governments are the illusion of choice.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who the fucking president is. It's bullshit. Right? So the true matrix, the people who truly control it, they want as much influence and power as possible. This is human nature. If you have a company, you're not going to hire employees who disagree with you and don't listen to you. You're going to want them to be as compliant as possible, just like you're going to want your woman to be as compliant as possible. It's who you are as a man, right? So if you're one of the most important, powerful billionaires on the planet, You're going to want as much power over the world as possible. You want people to be compliant. So you're going to look for that outside support structures and attempt to attack them. If you had a girlfriend and she's 100% and she listens to you, except she has this one friend who's always in her ear talking shit.
Bro, this motherfucker, oh God, I hate this, dude. I hate it so much. Like when reactionary dildos fucking describe like how capitalist bourgeois governments are created in an effort to churn out results that benefit the capital owning class, but then fucking never actually say it like that, and then turn around and like flip it back to like misogyny, it blows my mind. Okay? Nazis will do that and then say, it's all Jews though. It's all Jews. This guy is, I think, more misogynistic than he is anti-Semitic. So he's literally fucking flipping that. He like described the structure. He described the structures of oppression. Maybe not as like detailed as you would see in like Das Kapital or whatever, the Communist Manifesto. But then he turns around and is just like, but women are bitches.
Shit, you're going to say, don't be friends with her anymore. So if you're trying to teach the children X, but their parents are trying to teach them Y, you're going to say that we need them to spend less time around their parents. So how do we do that? We need the parents to be more busy, and we need them to go somewhere.
That's just like some crazy control shit, though,
That
is
is
what I'm
crazy,
saying.
yeah.
But that's what they've done.
Yeah.
It's on purpose. Like, it's very, very purposeful. It's all done on purpose. These
I
people
just
are
think
not fucking stupid.
the average person doesn't understand that. Like, that statement means that like there's people above us that are just trying to control us, right?
Oh, completely. There's people in charge above us trying to control us all. I mean, if the last 3 years haven't proved that, I don't know what's going to prove it to you. Like, there's definitely people who want to control us because all of us, every man on earth, has an innate instinct for power and control. We're all human. We're not pure creatures.
Just men.
The reason you guys love doing this podcast is because you love being big and getting more followers and getting more influence. What is influence? It's power. It's control. It's what you want. It's what I want. It's what everyone wants. If you get to a certain level in life, that's what you want. Now you're going to have power and influence over a whole bunch of people. You may believe, it's not even necessarily evil. You may believe that you're helping them. They don't understand the world. They're the little peasants. They're the ants. I'm the big billionaire. I'm going to teach them things they don't know they need to learn yet. Their mother is outdated. She's in their ear. We're going to separate them so I can help the kids.
Bro, you're literally just describing what you want to do. All of this guy, all of like Andrew Tate's descriptors of like what the systems are and how corrupt they are and what you should do is just like, he'll say the system is corrupt. Billionaires get to run the control of the world. So that's why you got to move to Romania so you can ball on a budget. Okay? He's like, yeah, billionaires control the world and they want to separate your children from the parents. So that's why your children should instead get in my Discord server and give me $50 a month, and then I could be in their ear instead. That's awesome. Anyway, are the interviews pretending to be like absolute children? It's kind of pathetic. I get being young, but then there's just being a toddler mentality. No, there's plenty of people who are fucking silly, okay?
They may think they're doing it for a good reason, but what they're really doing is trying to propagate their own personal worldviews on other people, as we all do, as you do, as I do, etc. They just managed to have a lot more influence and more power to do it, right? Mm-hmm. So you talk about governments. The fuck is a government? Governments are bought and sold. That's all bullshit, right? But there's people in charge of the world who want us to listen when they talk, and they're going to do their very, very best to stop anybody or stop any kind of power or support structure which is going to prevent that. It's done on purpose. This is why they also try and ensure that the people of most nation states are infighting. This is why government and politics, everything is the biggest lie in the world. You have
My
Democrats.
man really is out here saying like, listen, there's a dictatorship of the bourgeois, okay? And instead of flipping that on its head and creating a dictatorship of the proletariat, what you should do is just fight women. He's like the society is built around your relation to the means of production, which is why you should just fucking let go of all that, join Hustlers University, and start fighting women in your life, okay?
Democrats and Republicans arguing with each other all fucking day when they are two sides of the same coin.
Like this stuff I agree with. I agree with this, okay? Except, you know, his solution to all of that is just nothing. Is
People
just
in
give
charge of
him
all-
money. Directly give him money.
All of it are laughing. Bro, if you had to fight 100 fucking cats, right? You'd probably get through it, but it'd be a bit messy. The first thing you want to do is turn
100? Fuck.
Yeah, well,
100 what?
I take 100 cats easy.
Yeah.
Snap their necks like fucking Rambo. Point is, you'd want to turn all the white cats against the fucking yellow cats. First. Start civil war first. Let's get them uneasy. We don't working together on me now. Let's man. Well, you're Democrat, you're Republican. You're black, you're white, you're brown. You're gay, you're straight. You're a man, you're a woman. You're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. And everyone's gonna sit there and fucking argue all day, and they're gonna sit at the top laughing. There's more of us than there is of them. But they don't think that. They're very, very smart. It's divisive on
How do
purpose.
they get that?
Bro,
smart?
he's literally saying this. He's, oh my God, I'm going to lose my mind. Dude, no Democrat will ever fucking do propaganda like this. That's the worst part. Every reactionary is so close to fucking arriving at the truth about the systems and the way that they are designed. Okay? They're so close. And yet they use it to their own individual desires. They use it to their own to benefit their own goals, okay? To line up their pockets, to sell like Hustlers University or whatever the fuck. Liberals won't even fucking address it in the same way.
Smart.
It's because it's age old, bro. This shit's been around for
So
a
it's
very
just
long time.
families that have learned along
It's
the
not
way.
just families. It's just age old. If you look at how
But that's like really smart shit.
England
that's crazy.
look at how England conquered India. England conquered India with less than 100,000 troops. There was millions of Indians, and the supply line is 9 months long. How do you do it? You turn up. You turn one team against another team, one family against another family, one tribe against another tribe. Arm one side. They start winning. Oh shit! We need to take some power back. Arm the other side. Do. It's basic foreign policy. And it's internal policy. It's basic. It's how it's always been. And then before you know it, who runs India? The British. That's how you do it, right? It's how America does most of foreign policy today. It's how the world functions. You cannot have people
divide and
united.
conquer.
You can't have people united. If you
That
have all the
and
people
guns.
inside your country united, they're not going to stand up for shit. I'm sorry, they're not going to stand for shit. They're going to stand up for shit.
Secretly, though, we are a lot aligned, but the media just thinks that we're not.
No, the media doesn't think.
Okay, bro. Oh God, I'm gonna lose my mind. Like, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Like, dude, wait, does he think that it's good though? Like, here's what I don't fucking understand. They just say this, okay? He says this, but then he just kind of keeps it there. So you don't even know. Like, are you saying imperialism is bad and horrific and brutal? And like, if you're, oh my God, maybe I'm being too stupid to, or maybe I'm being dumb by trying to fucking figure out like what Andrew Tate's worldview is beyond this, when he just openly states what his worldview is, which is fuck bitches, get money, but like not even fuck bitches, to be honest, just straight up get money. But for me, I want the money, no one else. Yeah, he keeps saying the bourgeois is the problem, okay? The elites that control society, that have designed the two-party system, that created wedge issues, that make you feel like you're fucking constantly in a state of moral panic, to ensure that your civil liberties are not taken away from you because you look different or act different or think differently than other people. All of that is true, which is why you should let me become one of those people who control the system. That's what he's saying. He's like, the system is corrupt, it's fucked up, which is why I should control it. Or at least like give me a piece of the power.
The
media makes us think.
convinces.
They convince
it wants
people that
you
we're
to
divided,
feel like
yeah.
you're not.
So they know.
They
Like
know
Don
it's-
Lemon and-
the media is the machine. The media is the weapon
crazy.
that they use to
It's
propagate.
sad.
Yeah, it's sad. So all of this is very, very purposeful. The people in charge of the world do it on purpose. Of course it's done on purpose. But you're saying like, why did they come up with these ideas or how is it done? Because they wouldn't be
No,
able to
I know
exist-
why. It's just the how is like they're just geniuses. It's almost
Yeah,
scary.
it's like you
to
think
come
of
up for people to sit in a room and say, all right, now we're going to target the youth and we're going to implement the system to take away the youth from their parents is like some scary smart shit.
Bro, they're doing
like,
scarier shit than that.
I know.
Bro, that's nothing. They're doing much scarier shit than that. Like, and it's just the beginning. So, but if this wasn't a public podcast, I'd love to talk about this in far more detail. But it's a public podcast, and the War Room's good. But
Well, I think we did good. Why don't we go
yeah.
smoke another cigar out there, maybe crank a beer and fucking.
I wanna know more about
I think it
this
was
shit.
good.
Yeah, we'll talk about it a bit more.
You're a fucking legend, bro. We appreciate you.
Yeah, that was amazing.
What's some closing statements?
Closing statements?
Wait, can I ask you one more thing though?
Sure,
Back-
man. I'll talk forever. Let's go.
Real quick, back to the lines. If like you're in the club, and there's
Lines.
a chick.
It's not lines. It's
No,
a
the-
number, G.
Okay, body count. And there's a
I'm gonna
chick
go to
that
the
has 10, and then there's one that has 1. Who are you going for that you know you have a better chance of sleeping with?
I would have a better chance of. But that's the thing, dude. Look, that's the thing. Honestly,
Okay, well then I'll answer that question.
Yeah, just answer that because.
Yeah, answer
All right,
that.
I'll answer that question because it's a bit of a trick question.
yeah.
I can't be tricked because I'm a professional. Because when the question was originally asked, it was who would you prefer?
Yeah.
And you said you would prefer the one with more.
Okay.
Right? So
Okay.
we would still prefer the one with 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, because there's a higher probability of sleeping with the hoe, that's true. Doesn't mean she's preferred. Doesn't mean that's the preference. And the true answer is you would try with the girl with 1, and if you failed, towards the end of the night, you'd end up
Yes,
around the
that's
girl with
a
10.
perfect
That's what would happen.
Okay.
That's
so
a great answer, man.
that's what would actually
Did I
happen.
really say
That's a
preferred earlier?
fucking great
You said
answer.
preferred, yes.
Okay, that's my fault. I fucked that up.
Yeah, you'd prefer.
But who's doing anal?
Well,
What the hell? All right, we're good.
I mean, like, no, but this is another thing. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm getting old. This is my closing statement. Maybe I'm getting old. I'm 35, right? I've seen the world change in real time. I remember the world before the internet, and I've seen the rise of the internet, and I would say now I'm big on the internet and stuff. And I just think the world, I understand when I was young and I used to like something and old people would say, turn that off, it's degenerate. I'd be like, it's just a video game or it's just a
Yeah,
song.
yeah. Now you-
I'm becoming that guy.
Yeah.
I'm becoming that guy now where I hear things or I see shit. The world's just so degenerate now.
Oh, 100%.
I see like these girls like twerking and
guys
on a
too.
boat.
Bro, you run a webcam business. What the fuck? He owns casinos and runs a webcam business. What is he saying? I don't understand how people do not understand what the fuck is going on. Like, how can you have so much fucking cognitive dissonance, like, that you don't even run an ethical version of the sex work business? And you're also on a podcast with like some of the most degenerate dudes. Like, aren't these dudes famous for like fucking, throwing major ragers and like fucking, drinking brews with the boys and shit? Like, I don't understand.
Or dudes just popping pills. I don't know. It's just all so degenerate. And now that degeneracy angers me, it's made me almost, it's changed me to a degree. Because even you're just talking about banging chicks, whatever. I really have no interest in just tearing through chicks. I just think it's degenerate. I
think guys are degenerate too.
yeah, no, of course men are and women are. I just think it's a degenerate attitude. Like, I could sleep with thousands of women. I just think it's, maybe I'm just bored of it. I don't know, but I'm just kind of like, I'd rather have 1 or 2 or 5. Give me 5 girls on something. 5 wives.
Nice.
I'm not gonna be Mr. One Giant. I'm not gonna be
I'm the type of
one
guy.
hose.
Bitches on the side. I'ma spend the money, we can spend a little time. All you gotta do is ask me. And I can make you look classy. Second that you walk past me, I turned the whip around, I had to get you in my backseat. They call me Mr. Plenty. Check the leather on the Bentley. Show your friends will get friendly. Maybe I could be your sugar daddy, yeah. Cause
I mean, motherfuckers talking about like the world becoming more degenerate. It's like, what do you mean? Like, the thing is, I don't have an issue with any of this. I mean, I do have an issue with that song. That song is fucking awful. Okay. I mean, that is the only issue I have with it. Like, I don't have a problem with like degeneracy. I don't have a problem with any of that. The only problem is that is just awful. That's like, that will literally give you ear cancer. Okay.
hoes too close. Like, I'd rather have 1 or 2 or 5. Give me 5 girls and I'll settle down. 5 wives, that's enough. I'm never gonna be Mr. One vagina. I'm not. You know, I'm not gonna be one hoe is too close to no hoe. So we're not gonna go down that road.
With 5,
but 5 is enough. You give me a buffer space to replace one if she gets out of line, whatever. Give me 5 chicks, I'll settle down right now. But to actually be running out there and just really tearing through it, I just think maybe I'm just bored of the game. Maybe it got too easy. But I don't know. Even sex in and of itself, I just think, is it that good?
You don't think one woman could please you, like fully?
I don't think one woman is capable of completing a man's life. Absolutely no. I think
this is like a dangerous case of narcissism and erectile dysfunction. Okay, like, or my man's pee-pee does not work. I think, and so because of how narcissistic he is, he's like, instead of trying to fucking combat the situation that I have at hand. Or instead of becoming, instead of trying to fix this, I've just decided that, like, the world is wrong for wanting to do these things. It's like, what the fuck?
Need a wife.
Sexually.
But I think
You need a wife and you need hoes.
Yeah.
You need both.
I don't think it's
There's
I
times and a
can
place.
agree, because I mean, there are times where, like, there are times where you do want to.
I just love it, bro. You're so funny, bro.
It's true.
I think with 5 wives, things around the house, things in general, will just be more efficient.
You know the best thing about having multiple women? I'll tell you from my webcam days.
Do they interact with each other, or do you separate
Oh no, they
them?
super interacted. Because I only told like 20%.
Do they get
of that
jealous
story.
though?
Yeah, but they got jealous. But it's hard to get jealous. This is about the social paradigm. It's hard. Of course, they got jealous, and I would reassure them and tell them everything's okay. But they would never disrespect me openly because no one else did. You don't want to be the only disrespectful bitch. Then you get kicked out. Yeah, it's not the societal norm. This is why in America everyone's fat. Because it's normal. You go to Russia or Ukraine, there's very few fat people. Because you don't want to be seen fat because no one's fat.
What? There's hella fat Russians, bro. What the fuck's he talking about? Also, the reason why America's fat is not because it's like socially accepted. The fuck does he mean? It's because we have a massively powerful corn lobby. Okay? I mean, it's a multitude of different factors, but one of the most significant ones being that the American diet is fucking dog shit. Okay? It's quite literally cheaper to just serve people slop that, like, they wouldn't even serve the fucking animals in Europe. There's no walking. There's no walkable cities. There's no fucking cardiovascular activity in any part of the American life. We just sit around in front of a computer like I do every fucking day. Okay, don't get me wrong. And then you sit in your fucking fat car with the AC running. And then you sit in your fucking fat home on your couch watching a fucking TV, eating the worst food you possibly could. It has nothing to do with people being like, oh man, if only Americans were fat shaming each other harder, then we'd lose weight. It's like, what the fuck do you mean? God, what a fucking stupid way to view the world. It's like, it's so annoying that people simply look at this and go, that's an easy answer. Yeah, it's because people are just not fat shaming enough. You're a fucking dumbass, dude.
So everyone's going to be like, what the fuck you obese for? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
It's societal norm. If every chick is coming up to me and treating me like God, you don't want to be the only chick with an attitude. Because you feel embarrassed.
You ever had
Plus, yeah, of course I had that. Plus you get kicked out.
Yeah.
What I used to do.
I get your strategy now.
Girls would get kicked out. And then when they got kicked out, they'd fail.
Women are not objects. Women are not your props. Women are not your pets. We are humans. Please let us be humans. Please, please. Yo, are you all right? What are you doing? Fucking spamming in the chat. Like,
Fail because they're naturally lazy. So then when a girl got kicked out, we'd have a party. Every time I fired a bitch, we'd have a party. So we'd have a party and not make fun of her, but just say like, one less hoe. Last one standing, gets the sun. We used to make a joke and all this shit. So we kick the girl out, we'd have a party, and girls would instantly, not like turn on her, but girls are tribal, right? She's no longer part of the tribe. She's stupid. And we'd all kind of think, and the part.
apparently this is real triggering shit. I mean, yeah, I mean, this dude is just like talking about women like they're fucking objects the entire time. But also, so was everyone. Because, you know, patriarchy, we live in it. That's the whole reason why he's so prominent, because he's not famous in spite of his misogynistic takes. He's famous because of his misogynistic takes. You understand? Like when we talk about When we talk about like leftism, Hasan, you're just fucking riding the socialist grift or whatever the fuck. It's like, bro, what grift? What wave? Where is the socialism wave that you speak of? I wish for a future where there was a fucking wave of it, okay? The socialist grift, they say. Okay? No, I'm successful in spite of my advocacy, not because of it. I try to use ways of breaking through the fucking internet barriers and then add additional commentary that you haven't heard in the way that I describe it. That's the difference. The easiest way to grift is by being the opposite of what I do. The easiest way to grift is by doing what Andrew Tate is doing, where you have seen time and time again. For every one dude that advocates for social justice causes, there's 100 people that are more financially successful that are doing right-wing reactionary commentary.
Part of the party is we'd monitor her on camera. So every day after she left, we'd check on how well she was doing.
How?
You can see them online, how many hours they do, their ranking on the website, how much money they're making, all that kind of stuff. And they go from way up here, making millions, to just slowly declining. Because they're lazy. They're lazy. They fall off. And
once again, Amaranth destroys this man, like individually. Shouts out to Amaranth.
End up down to nothing and then beg for their job back.
Don't.
So now girls are like, if I leave, he's gonna have a party, he's gonna make fun of me, and I ain't gonna make any money, and I'm gonna be another one of the ones they mock, and da-da-da. So now girls don't want to lose their job, right? So girls didn't really disrespect me, but when you're talking about them being jealous, yeah. But I was about to say, one of the best things about living with multiple women, this is actually the best thing about it. The best thing about living with multiple women is that all the girl shit they do together. So your girl, right now, if you have a girlfriend, she has a group of friends. All of those friends are your enemy. Every single thing they say to her is bad about you. He doesn't let you go out. Why is he asking where you are? Why is he calling you? It's only a...
Bro, destroy your female companions, support system so you can easily dominate them. Don't let any of her friends get in her ear and like tell her all the true things that you are doing to her. Bro, is Hustlers University, or at least like the relationship aspect of Hustlers University, just teaching people how to do like domestic abuse? Here are the 18 modern wealth creation and domestic violence approaches. All right? If you want to do domestic abuse, you need to be a top G. You need to understand that you can't just do domestic violence. A lot of dudes think they could just strike a woman, strike a bitch, and then get away with it. No, you go to jail. What you need to do is make sure that she has no support system. Cut her off from her friends so she's codependent on you. You already made sure she's 19, 18, because she's innocent. She doesn't know anything about the world. You're showing her the world. Tell her that it's all right that your dick's not working, okay? She doesn't know any better. She only fucked one guy before you, or she fucked no guys before you, so she doesn't know any better. You can just lie to her and tell her, no, dicks are not supposed to work like this. It's okay. When she asks you, why is the only time you get hard around your shirtless friends when you're doing push-ups, you say, it's normal. It's normal. I'm a man. I'm competing. That's the only time I can get hard. Don't let her ask her friends, because you now cut her off from her support system. So she has no friends to ask if that's the case, right? But now she doesn't know. That's how you become a top G. Yeah, then move to a jurisdiction without an extradition treaty.
A boat party. Let's go here. They're
true.
all negative. You don't want your woman talking to them.
That's true.
Now, if you're fucking the same four girls,
It's true.
if you're fucking the same four girls, then her friendship circle are all behaving and all you're positive towards you now. So you don't have that negative influence, which means you get to send her away with her friends all the time. If you have a girlfriend, you don't want to send her away with her friends because they're up to bad shit. I love sending my girls away. Oh, you want your nails done? Go. Boom. Oh, you want to go see that shit movie? Go. Go to security. Oh, you want to go? Go. Leave me the fuck alone. Go. You want to go IKEA? We need towels? Cool. Go to IKEA. I didn't have to do none of the dumb shit men have to do. I see men doing all this dumb shit with their chick because they don't want her to do it with their friends. Man, I haven't been IKEA in a long time. IKEA is the most depressing place on the planet.
What if you go to
IKEA sucks.
Well,
fries?
wait, you're wrong.
What
What,
about
if,
fries?
if you go to IKEA with 5 wives?
Even worse.
How?
I'll tell you, because I can send them 5 bitches by themselves. I went to IKEA about 3 years ago, and I genuinely think it was one of the most depressing experiences of my life.
Yeah, that place fucking
I saw
sucks.
full-grown men.
So busy and shit too.
Oh, and it's a maze.
I saw full-grown men on a Sunday morning walking around.
How about the IKEA hot dogs though?
They're all right.
They're pretty good.
But the sadness in the eyes of the full-grown man on a Sunday morning walking around, and his wife is like picking up a towel. You want this towel or this towel? And you can see he doesn't give a solitary fuck. It's his only day off. It's his only day off.
It's
He's
sad.
been working for 6 days. And she's like, we need to go IKEA, Steve. And he's like, oh, can't we not go? We need towels, Steve. He's like, oh, maybe I might get laid next month if I go IKEA. And he's standing there and she's like, which towel, Steve? And he's like,
I mean, yeah, the hypothetical scenario that he's created shows a solitary life of quiet desperation that is not exactly a great one, okay? Except, like, most of his fans are probably, if they get lucky, going to live that life. He's just, like, he's describing it in, like, really, really fucking bad terms. But, like, there's more. He's just describing Luton. He just needed to move to Luton. That is the happiest man in the world, and you, Andrew, are more miserable in your everyday moments than you would be if you were picking a towel at IKEA. Like, just an old-ass Aziz Ansari joke. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't fucking know, dude. At this point, I just wanted to see what he was going to talk about, his fucking scams and his business, and we got that info. The rest of this is kind of boring now.
carrying the baby. Oh, I don't know. Which one do you like, babe? I'm like, oh, this whole place is just depressing me. I can't get out. It's a maze. And
Listen, if you're in a healthy relationship, then even going to IKEA is not going to feel like a chore. If you're in a healthy relationship with a loving partner, that's a fun experience. The problem is, a lot of these dudes think that that's gay. A lot of these dudes think like, oh, that's just fucking lame, dude. What? What? Who cares? Why would you do that? Like, you've already established that you don't want to spend time with your partner. You're in like a fucking horrible situation across the board, brother. Doesn't matter if you go to IKEA or you stay at home and you watch The Office again. You know what I mean? The issue is, in the hypothetical that you fucking created, you don't want to be around your partner.
everyone's fucking sexless and depressed. It's fucking horrible.
Fuck, man.
But if I send the chicks, they can fuck around all day in IKEA. Don't give a fuck. And you know what? I can trust them because they're all vying for position with me. If one of them even looked at a dude, the other three would go, we were in IKEA and this guy walked past and she looked at this guy. They'll all rat. They'll all rat to me. I'm the big boss.
Really?
Oh, no, 100%. Well, they're friends, all right.
Okay, I just got to say something. For a guy who supposedly hates women, he sure seems to love creating drama amongst women in this hypothetical situation that he has cultivated. Like, he's like, women are manipulative. They got drama. That's why I'm manipulating them and creating drama in the hypothetical that never happened. But if it were to happen, it'd be real dramatic. I don't know, man. That's kind of sus.
Right? But they're all fucking reporting to me. And on the sly, I'm like, look, you're the only one I trust. If anyone says anything, tell me. All four. Boom, boom, boom. They're all coming to me going, yeah, I think she loves you, but, you know, I don't know. We were in IKEA and she didn't talk about you the whole time. They're all just fucking ratting. So I can trust all of them because they're all fucking spying on each other. It was great. I didn't have to do no shit. If you're with one bitch, she's like, I want to.
Okay, I have a really interesting approach to what he's describing here. It's called being in a relationship with someone who is your partner, who you trust, and not like constantly pinning your hypothetical, totally fake, made up multiple spouses in a Hunger Games style scenario where they have to like literally become top G in the relationship. so that they can get bad dick from you. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that's like that is the way to do things as well. I mean, if any of the things that he mentioned were happening in the real world, I'd say, wow, that's like pretty fucking abusive, you know? It's pretty fucked up. Except know that like that's not happening.
They go see this movie. Like, fucking no. And you got to, like, it's long. You need multiple women so they can fuck off and do women shit. It's important.
You don't ever do like wait, you don't ever go on a date with like all five? God, man. You've never been like, yo, I'm gonna treat all five of you tonight and go somewhere
So
nice?
I used to go to the club with all of them. Actually, this is one of the big things about Romania. When I first moved to Romania, me and my brother went to the club and we walked in there and we saw like dudes, like two gypsy dudes or two old dudes, and they'd have like fucking dirty women.
Hey, there's that fucking European racism, folks. You hear that? Let's go. Haven't heard that in a while. That's when, you know, you don't, whenever people say it's not racism, it's a nomadic reference. Yeah, totally.
Women on their table, right? So you go to a club in Romania, it's like 20 dudes, 100 girls, but the girls aren't accessible. You can't go there as a tourist and pick them up because they all belong to people, right? So when me and Tristan first went there by ourselves.
What happens if you do?
You're gonna get in big trouble. Fast.
You beat up?
Death?
Yeah.
Like,
it's
no.
not death. It's just like they're gonna to me. It wouldn't be that fast.
Cry about it? Man, I don't give a fuck. Y'all are so, we don't trust women. Cry about it. Bro, y'all are so desperate to be like, yo, you're triggered. I don't give a fuck. Like, what? Oh, man, I'm so triggered. I can't believe he said that word. Oh, no. I'm like, oh, you got me, bro. Oh, this is so problematic. Meanwhile, you're literally like, you're living in a fucking sad, desperate echo chamber where you think like women are fucking out to get you when they don't think about you at all. And the only interaction they have with you is usually a negative one because you think you're fucking top G.
It's like they tell you
They'll warn you first.
They tell you to fuck off.
Yeah.
And if you really push it, then you're
dead.
You get in trouble. But
Wow.
But me and Tristan went there. We understood the vibe. Did it. So when we went to the club, because we saw, well, we ain't getting shit here. We're by ourselves. We left after 20 minutes. We went to the club ourselves next week, but we had the cam business. So we went ourselves with 20 girls. So to the Romanian, like the big boys, the bosses, they were like, whoa, these are Westerners. Not many Western dudes have 20 bitches on tap to just pull out hotties. And walked in there.
In Romania?
In Romania, yeah. We had all these chicks there. We had chicks everywhere, all around the world, whatever. We had different studios. But, yeah, so you're saying, did I ever take my girls on dates? Girls are fantastic for status. There's times where if you want status, you need women. Women are status. Women are the true currency of ballers. Fuck money. It's women. If I go to the Bugatti dinner, everyone there's rich. Everyone's got Bugatti. Everyone's got Rolex. Everyone's got a nice house. Everyone's got...
Bro, this is literally, dude, oh my God. Big Mike said the exact same thing. You guys remember where he was like, bro, the reason why we take women out is because like a lot of these fucking finance guys, they already have the black card. They already have the money. But what they don't have is the bitches. Okay? They don't have is the bitches, bro. It's like, that's what it means. Like, dude, you're... even know where to fucking start and where to end this. It's like, I will never go near a finance bro. Finance bros don't get bitches. The point is this. Like, he is just still, again, in every fucking facet of his existence, he's commoditizing women. Like, that's it. And some of the people that want to be a part of that. Some of the women that want to be a part of that are going to do it because like it's their only opportunity to make a living. Some of the people that want to be a part of that are going to be fucking shallow. Okay? But the reality is none of the interactions you're going to have with those women are going to be valuable. You're not going to find your girlfriend that way. No wonder you you hate women because you're a misogynist, but the only fucking experience you have with women is like is transactional. Of course you fucking see the world from this lens. Everything is transactional. You have no relationships. You have no partnerships. You have no friendships with women. It's miserable, bro. What the fuck? Not as miserable as watching the ad at the top of the hour, obviously, which comes at the top of every hour, and it's a 60-second ad break. But of course, fear not. If you're miserable watching the ads, you can avoid them by subscribing for $5 or for free. Oh my God, stop the ad breaks. I've literally been watching Addison Rae use her Samsung like a grandma every freaking time. Well, guess what? You're going to see it again unless you get gifted a sub. Okay? If you're a good boy, good girl, good MB, you might get gifted a sub. Now, of course, if you're not lucky, you can make your own luck in the form of a $5 a month subscription or for free with a Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account. Here's the 1 minute ad break now.
About who cares?
But who has the bitches?
But who's sitting there with 2 wives?
Yeah, facts.
Me. You're sitting there with a hooker who doesn't really like you, you can see it in her eyes. You're sitting with a wife who's old and ugly. You're sitting with a bitch you don't fuck. I'm sitting here with 2 wives who adore me and are both gorgeous. Who's the rich guy? I could be the poorest man in the room, but I'm the guy they want to talk to. So women are the true currency of international ballers. So you need to be able to pull hotties out your ass just for fucking status. So if you're saying, do I take girls out? Not to give them fun or nothing. There'd be scenarios in which...
For a guy who fucking hates women, he sure relies on women like a lot, dude. Women have helped him get out of the fucking pinch that he was in, like constantly presenting himself as like actually a cool dude who like women want to be around, even though he's not. It's kind of wild that, yeah. Also, keenly fearful that like women might have experiences that don't revolve around him, so they're just like. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God.
Yeah, I need to bring the baddies. It was pure status thing. Yeah, I'll just roll up fucking 10 baddies. Boom.
That's true,
Walk
though.
in. Boom. That's it.
Give
Right?
a hot
You
girl
do
with
get
you.
respected,
Wait,
though. I mean,
You get respected,
you have
yeah.
bitches all over you.
But
yeah.
no, I'm gonna
for
say
real.
something. When you have a hot girl with you and you introduce her to somebody and you know she's hot, it's like a yeah, she's with me.
It's
a
status.
thing.
It's a
Yeah.
status. So having hot women is a
you ever
status. So
felt that?
Yeah. Why are you laughing?
because he was. I don't know.
I have felt that
He was just being. He's just.
No, I was just asking.
No,
have you
but
ever,
I have.
have you
felt
ever dealt
before.
with that? Or?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, okay.
My
Wait,
dad
so-
and his friends, they're fucking 75.
So Andrew, you've never had a girl like kind of like intimidate you in a way where you're like, fuck, I'm kind of nervous around this chick.
No, I'll tell you why.
Yeah, have you ever had that?
No, because I live in a very, very. Let me be very correct in my language. I live in a world which is. I like to think I'm very true to the base instincts of humanity. Should I shut up? Or should
No,
I
no,
keep
it's
going?
good.
no,
I love it.
Cool.
This is our longest episode, I think, probably.
Bro, I got 10 more hours.
All right.
I like to think I like to think I live very true to the base instincts of reality. And the base instinct of reality always has been, to a degree, violence. I'm not a violent person. I'm a very peaceful person. But as long as I'm not threatened with violence, it's very difficult for me to give a shit about anything else. And that's because I've been threatened with violence so many times and I've been in so many scenarios. Outside of professional fighting, I've been in so many scenarios where I really thought I might die. As long as that's not happening, I don't really give a shit. So if I'm sitting there with a bitch and she's hot, intimidated, what? She ain't got hands. She can't slip a jab. She can't fight. Which like that's one of my brother. Shout out to my brother Tristan. That's one of his best sayings. When he gets caught cheating, or his girls go crazy, or they catch him do something. His first thing, she ain't got hands. So, like, what are they gonna do? Blow you up on WhatsApp, and you're gonna or block you? Oh, don't block me! Ooh. The fuck, they can't do nothing. So intimidated? Why? How can I be intimidated by a chick? Because she's hot? I don't understand. Like, I'm intimidated by certain scenarios where there might be a consequence or a repercussion. If I go on a date and she doesn't like me, cool. Give a fuck. Like,
Are you still fighting or no? See, you have scars on your knuckles.
yeah. You gotta stay ready, my friend. Stay ready.
I saw you want to fight. You want to fight Jake Paul?
So yeah, I made the video saying I was gonna fight Jake Paul when he first called out Conor McGregor. Do you remember when he did that first call out video?
The first one was savage.
It was savage.
I gotta be honest, it seems beneath you though. If you're as rich as you are,
I love that, dude. That would be sick. That actually would be sick. That is like, that's great. That's the best thing you could do with fucking guys like this. Have all the douchebags fight each other. Fucking great. I'm unironically a fan of that. It's like, yeah, let him fight. Literally. Okay? It's great.
you got the status. Why would you want to go fight Jake Paul?
Yeah, so I made that video when he he first called out Conor McGregor because I thought he was being disrespectful.
How is that beneath him? Jake Paul's pretty fucking
Jake Paul's
big.
big. Jake Paul's pretty big, but I think that Conor McGregor, at the time, I thought that Jake Paul was just disrespecting fighters as a whole because fighting is a really hard life.
Well, back then it was like, whoa.
Yeah, but now it seems that Jake Paul is taking his boxing career very seriously.
Yeah.
Got it.
He's taking it very, very seriously. So I'm no
Damn, bro, he's fucking bitch made. Top G, backtracking.
longer angry at the guy because he's now a boxer effectively, and he's using attention. He's using provocative marketing to make himself as much money as possible. I, of all people on the planet, cannot sit here and shit on that
Oh
fucking
my
game.
God, yo.
So I get what he's doing, right?
Could you imagine a press conference? Him and another fighter talking shit at a fucking press conference?
I would love to see you.
Would
gotta
you,
do it for
would
the
you,
press,
would you
bro.
do that?
Do what?
Would you do some
gotta
sort
do
of
it for the
large-scale
pressy.
boxing fight? Or how about MMA?
I fought a year ago MMA. I sparked him. I'm open to all things.
Would you rather box? Because kickboxing, no one's probably...
no one really
you know,
cares.
no one's watching
I'll
that.
fight MMA or boxing. Doesn't matter to me. I'm very...
Let's get Andrew Tate in the UFC.
Yeah, I'm open to it, but it's a lifestyle that I lived for a very long time. Understand that from the age of 17 to the age of 27, for 10 years of my life, all I
Motherfucker afraid of fighting Jake Paul? What the fuck?
did was train. That's why now I can still jump on the pads and smash out 12 rounds easy.
How often do you train a week?
Bro, they were supposed to end this convo like 25 minutes ago. What the fuck's
I
happening?
still
They're
train nearly every day, but to live that lifestyle, it's a big sacrifice.
You got to dial in. Yeah.
It's got to dial in. And so for me to do it, I'm not saying I wouldn't do it. It would have to be very worth it. The problem is, for it to be worth it, people will say, "Oh, how much money?" And I have more money than anyone would possibly
What weight
believe.
class would you fight at?
92, 93 kilo, which is like just light heavyweight,
Do you have
cruiserweight.
do you have a guy that if you had to fight at the UFC, you would fight? Or some fighter that comes to
Wait,
mind
how many
with
pounds is that? Sorry, I don't know.
I don't know pounds. 195, 200 pounds.
Light heavyweight.
Yeah.
Around
That-
200, right?
Yeah,
205 is light heavyweight. Pounds,
205.
kilos, that means he's like...
Yeah, 200. So anyway, there are possibilities. There's things in the mix, perhaps. If I can find it, it'd be worth it.
How many views does this podcast have? 4.8 million.
But it's just, I'm now at states now with they go, well, it's worth it. You get 10 million. 10 million, what? A week's wage. Bullshit. 6 months training for that. I don't need a week's wage for 6 months training. And then they'll go,
It'd
you
be
get
more
credit.
for the extra exposure.
And then they'll go,
probably.
you get exposure. That's what they'll say. But I'm already the most
What about
exposed man on
the
the planet.
accomplishment?
I've conquered the world. So, and then you talk about accomplishment. I've had 87 professional fights.
Yeah, stop platforming this podcast that has 5 million views in like 3 days, 4 days.
I've been in the ring a bunch of times. 4 times world champion. 71 wins. I've done it. I'm very competent and happy and comfortable with who I am as a man. I know that 99.9% of the men on the planet are a one-punch issue, and I'm fine. So it's kind of like, do I really want to do it? There are people who I would fight. I'm not going to say their names on this podcast, but there are scenarios and there are things in the
Famous
works where I
people?
might
Give
fight.
us one. Give us one.
No, man, no, we're working on it. I'm working on some things for everyone to see. I know everyone wants to see me fuck someone up. That's what they want to see. They want to see me smash someone up, which is fine.
What is
So-
the percentage of people that actually know how to fight in the world? I heard.
Well, this is another thing, because I actually don't believe in fighting outside of the cage or the ring. I don't believe that fighting is a real thing. I don't believe fighting is real. Violence and fighting are different things.
So is that you saying like no one really knows how to fight outside of?
No, I'm saying that it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Fighting and violence are a real thing. So I made that comment that most men are a one-punch issue. That's true. Actually, recently, a video which got taken down off my YouTube, but I'll give it to you guys. Maybe you can sneak it in. Me and my brother were in the nightclub, and some guys, 6 guys, were sitting on our Chiron taking pictures, and someone told us, sitting on the hood of the car, and we left the club. We rolled up. It's on CCTV, and me and my brother attacked the 6 of them and put them all asleep. This is in Romania. So, like, we're still about it. Like, it
Fight Tate for like 10 million? No, dude, what the fuck? I don't want to be like him. What are you, crazy? Motherfucker's a product of getting hit in the fucking head. Why the fuck would I do that to myself? No, I don't need money, bitch. Don't you feel a little guilty for watching this though? I already ran the ad break, by the way, for those of you who are asking.
This shit's like a movie.
bro, but you know what? You know what's cool?
Wait, where was this?
This is in Romania.
Oh, okay.
Me and Tristan is kind of like, man, because we grew up together, we lived together, whatever. And we know each other so well, we can talk without talking. So as the taxi pulled up, we were literally praying they're still fucking around near our car, right? Because they were sitting on the front of the car, sitting on it. And as the taxi pulled up, we're both in the back seat, and we both just turned to each other and went, Go out and start fucking smashing them up. No words, no get off the car. It's all on CCTV. You'll see. I'll give you the video. Just start fucking knocking them all asleep. So
I want to see that shit.
yeah, but
Mons, you can start banning people that say, "Aren't you platforming them?" I think we should just start banning people that say it.
But this is the point. That to a degree could be fighting, but I don't think fighting is a real thing outside the ring because violence is a different thing. I know truly violent people, and I've been in truly violent scenarios. And if someone is truly violent, they don't need to know how to fight. And I'm saying if someone who is violent wants you, you're going to die. Violence is 10 men with machetes. Violence is spray the medic. Violence is run him over with a car. Violence isn't, hey, bro. That's the olden days. Let's go outside, have a fucking. That's all gone now. If you're caught in altercations on the street, no matter how big of a tough guy you
Ban the
are,
chatters,
best thing you can do
platform
is
the
leave. There are
rapists,
too many
long
people who are
live
ready to fucking go to jail
five
or
kings.
die
Yeah.
with nothing to fucking lose. I have a full security team with me everywhere I go.
How many you roll with?
I'm strapped. I have like 4 or 5 guys usually. I'm strapped.
No, like, do you ever feel like it's weird that you and his fans are saying the exact same thing? Because like his fans want me to stop watching the video because they think it's like bullshit that someone is like pushing back against their God King. And you want me to stop watching the video because you think I'm platforming him. Why are you saying the same shit that the tater tots are saying? You know what I mean? Well, maybe because you're just equally as mentally deranged as his fan base is, you know what I mean? But you think like you're on the right side. Just trust it. Are you creating an echo chamber around yourself? Yeah, totally. That's why I actually talked to Andrew Tate.
Everywhere I go, where possible. Like I really don't like the idea of having to hit people unless I really have to hit people. Because you're talking about fighting and violence. How many people can't fight? You can get a guy who can't fight in an SUV who sees you on the sidewalk and just thinks, fuck this guy. Bro, it's a dangerous world. And even now, especially like in London, I know boys who've been pack stabbed. When 4 dudes roll up with blades and jump you, man, it's fucking, you're dying, man. You're dying. It only takes 1 fucking wound. Oh, I know Krav Maga. You don't know shit. You ain't Steven Seagal. You are dying. It doesn't matter.
Steven
You know,
Seagal is a great example of a person.
Amir Khan got robbed for his watch. Fucking ex-world champion. They fucking ran up on him, took his watch off him 2 weeks ago. What they do? They pull a fucking sword. 4 of them. Give me it. What the fuck are you gonna do?
That'd be the worst
What are you gonna do?
feeling.
Slip?
Huh?
That'd be the worst feeling. Getting your watch robbed.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
bro.
happens. That shit happens a lot.
Bro,
Especially in
London's crazy.
No, it happens in
London-
Miami.
Saw.
Whoa.
It happens in Miami a lot. I know
Really?
people.
London's nuts now, man. And in
London's
London,
a shithole now, or what?
Bro, shithole. Google, anyone here sitting here, Google London stabbing and click on the news tab.
I saw
stab,
that
stab,
every day.
stab every day. And they stab first. They don't come up and say, give me the watch. They come up and stab you. And you're like, what the fuck? You start bleeding out. And then they take off your corpse. They don't give a fuck, bro. It is crazy in London. London, I have a full security. I do not walk the streets in London. I do not wear a watch. I have a full security team. Everything. London's getting bad. And it's not just even the nice areas. You can go to the Knightsbridge, Mayfair. They'll get your ass just the same. There's people in London who just don't give a fuck anymore. And it's getting crazy. And the Americans say,
It's not doing Hustlers University, you know?
well, this is why we need guns to defend ourselves. Well, not really, because then they'd have guns. So now what? Like, it's a mentality thing. The mentality of people is dangerous. It's a hard heart that kills.
Boys, you don't even understand. When I was live streaming all around London, I was better than a fucking top G. You know what I mean? Think about that. My security detail, when I was all around the streets of fucking the dirty streets of London, was Austin Show and Will Neff. That's real top G behavior. That was our security detail. And Marsh. You know what I mean? That's the real top G behavior. All I need are my fucking boys, you know? The alpha male is scared of getting stabbed in London. Alpha male should be walking in the knives, in my opinion, law. It's crazy. I'm just saying, it's kind of wild that, like, we did that and nobody fucking dare come at us and stab us.
You have to be really about it. This is what most people don't understand. People who play gangster and play tough guy don't understand that you don't really want to play that game because you're going to play a game with people who aren't playing.
Yeah.
A true hard heart is different. There are people, if they want someone dead, he's going to fucking die. They don't care. Daylight, broad daylight, his wife, his kid.
What is he saying? what is he saying right now? Like, his life a movie for real, dude. He's just saying, like, you know, if someone wants to fucking kill you, they'll fucking kill you. It's like, what? Brother, what are you saying currently? Like, these are delusions of a paranoid man. This is delirious, dude. And all the 14-year-olds are like, man, that's crazy. Like, he's so right. Motherfucker, he thinks he's being gang stalked, okay? You are not listening to a fatherly figure reveal real life stories. You're listening to a man who's been kicked in the head so many times that, again, shadows are speaking at him, okay?
They don't give a shit and they'll do the time. These people exist. They're all over the fucking news. You really want to walk around playing gangster with people like that out there in the world? You want to learn to box and say, well, I can defend myself now? You can't defend yourself for fuck. I defend myself with large walls, a bunch of weapons, and being hard to access. That's how you defend yourself. You do not defend yourself thinking I can kickbox, let me run around the streets. And there are people who still do it, but I think the world's on a decline. I think the Western world's getting worse. I don't think it's getting any better. I think that all the problems we're seeing now are going to be 10x, 20x, 30.
He is kind of true, though. On what planet? Like, your name is Sayatama, okay? You're an anonymous Twitch chatter on the internet. You think motherfuckers are after you, dude? What are you talking about? You think motherfuckers are after him? I doubt it. Even though he's fucked over a lot of people, seemingly. Okay? He's trying to put a cool spin on being like a paranoid dude in a fucking bunker doing, sleepaway parties with all of his best friends. Only people that have come after him are the Romanian police force, dude.
30x as people get fucking hungry across the next 10, 20 years. And I think if you don't have a plan to defend yourself or at least move to a place where you don't need to defend yourself in real time, people are going to start getting fucked up bad.
What do you think's about to happen? Just complete anarchy?
I don't think it's going to be complete anarchy, but there's going to be a
lot of crime.
There's going to be a massive polarization. The polarization already exists, right? In Western nations, there's already a polarization because there's no longer any morality which is built into the population.
He's like, don't go to London. Your girls are going to suck people's gigantic cocks and you're going to get killed, stabbed, run over, and arrested by the London police. Don't do it. This man would benefit greatly from the Quran. He should just fucking stop with all of this and live in the light of Allah's glory.
I live in a poor country. I live in Romania, which is technically poor. It's one of the poorest countries in Europe. It's very, very poor. The average wage is like $400 a month. The police drive Dacia Logans. The police drive cars that can't even go above 70 miles an hour. I've never seen a police chase. When the police stop me, I say, why don't people run? We can just outrun you. He goes, oh, well, why run when you can just get ticket? It's very much people, the police force isn't heavily armed. Like, none of this shit, but it's safe. In general, unless you piss off a big guy. The crime is very organized. There's no random crime. It's very organized crime. Organized crime keeps society functioning. Organized crime is very, very functional. I would rather live in a country with organized crime than unorganized crime. Unorganized crime like London. No, but unorganized crime like London is wrong place, wrong time, get stabbed, take your watch. Organized crime is you have to go and make an enemy. You have to piss someone off. And you usually get a warning. So unless you're a fucking jackass, you'll be fine. It's only if you want to go into industries which are competing with them, or if you want to like do something they don't like. I know that a lot of the gangsters in certain towns in Romania keep the drugs out. The towns are drugs free. People try to sell drugs. They're the ones who died. So there's no drugs on the streets because they don't like drugs because their children go to school. So you have drug-free cities.
So then they sell drugs at the city over? What the fuck? Dude, this is Mafia boss Ty Lopez, dude. It's great. Be a part of the Mafia gang, You see those ads. When you're scrolling through TikTok and you're seeing another Andrew Tate video, and in between the Andrew Tate videos, you see one of those Mafia gang ads, right? And it says, level 1 Mafia boss. And it says level 100 Mafia boss. And then the guy who's level 1 slaps the ass of the Mafia boss's wife. And then he gets killed, right? My life is just like that, but in Romania.
American police can't get a city drug-free, but the mafia will. They'll get a city drug-free. Because if they catch anyone fucking selling that shit, they're fucking disappearing. So organized crime can actually be pretty good for a society because as long as you don't piss these people off, Now, Americans are the worst on the planet for this. Americans have basically no social awareness, and they're jackasses with big mouths. So an American might go to a place like Romania and get drunk and be like, hey, bro, man, I do what I want, bro. They're gonna get fucked up, right? But if you're a person with a brain, and you're like, you know what, this is not my territory. Sorry, really sorry. You're never gonna have any trouble. So organized crime is a good thing. So Romania is a very, very poor country, a lot of organized crime, but in general, it's extremely safe. Girls walk alone at night, all in the middle of parks, 3 a.m, through a park. You'll see some hot, beautiful chick just walking through the park.
What do you think should happen to Andrew Tate? Canceled, jail, killed? What? No, man. I don't want anything to happen to Andrew Tate. I just want him to get well, okay? I want him to get the mental health treatment that he desperately needs, okay? I want him to release all the women that are in his employ to go out and be able to, do whatever the fuck they want to do. And if he has committed crimes, which I think he has a lot, then yeah, maybe jail, okay? Motherfucker said killed? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you, dude? I think he got whipped up. Chatter got whipped up into Andrew Tate's, like, mafia boss movie lifestyle, which is not even true, but... that's why he's like, killed? Like, no, dude, what the fuck? I mean, that is probably bait, to be honest. Yeah, that's most likely bait, so we can, like, clip it and be like, Hasanabi wants this to happen or some shit.
I said to people, like, isn't she scared? Like, what if someone were to attack her or whatever? And they say, no, she's a Romanian girl. Like, a Romanian man would not hurt a Romanian girl. There's like a unity. There's a morality. Romania is the most Christian country in the world. It's like there's a common sense of morality, right? So they would never just hurt someone random because they see themselves in them. America doesn't have that.
No.
Yeah. America has none of that.
But America's more diverse too, right?
More diverse, which is why when you look into it, and hey, bro, I'm brown. I'm half black, half white. My father is African American. So we talk about diversity. I'm not saying it from a racist standpoint. I'm saying the reason it's propagated by the Matrix is because it divides society, which is what they want, as we discussed earlier. Which we can go into another point, but I don't want to get the podcast taken. But I'm just saying that when you live in a homogenous society like Romania, where 99.9.
Bro, why does he keep saying, I don't want the podcast to get taken down? He's like, I could be so much more racist, bro. I just don't want you to. He's like, I'm holding back. I'm doing like introductory, levels of racism. Like, I could be so much worse, bro. Trust.
Percent people are Romanian. They see themselves in other people. So when the country goes broke, because it's already broke, now the country's poor, crime doesn't escalate.
I hear you mention out of context clips of you a lot. How often does it happen? Every day. I stream for 8 hours every day. There's plenty of people who are fucking psychotic. Sit in here, say some shit in the chat, have me read the chat, and then literally fucking respond to it offhandedly or jokingly, and then immediately clip it and be like, look at him. Look at him. He said this.
America's a different story. As soon as America starts running out of money and people start getting broke in America, it's a free-for-all. As soon as people start I can't eat. Look at the looting. I've never seen looting in Romania. No one's ever looted a store. None of this shit. In the riots, Romania had huge political protests because one of their presidents got caught stealing billions. Massive protests. You can Google it up like you've never seen. Bigger than BLM. Huge. Not a single store looted. Not one. Why? Because that's some family store. There's morality left.
That looting shit was fucking
Bro, there's no morality.
crazy.
So you're saying what's going to happen? I'm saying in the Western world, without morality.
Wait, what? First of all, I don't even believe that. But also, I mean, he also said there was a family store. It's like, yeah, motherfucker, like, I don't think Target is a family store. Maybe if Romania is I don't even believe that, to be fair. I don't know exactly what I don't know what he's referencing, so I would have to look over it. Nelk fans or Trump fans, so it makes sense they like Taint. Yeah, of course.
The only thing that keeps people in line is fear of the law. The second that's gone, you better get on a jet, G. It's gonna be a fucking shit show.
I think some crazy shit's about to go down in our lifetime.
Shit show,
if
man.
shit does go down, can we bunk up with you or?
I have got food for 10 years in my house.
Dude, this guy's awesome. I mean, you just Googled Romania and looting.
House.
You got guards too.
I've got food for 10 years and bullets for a long firefight. So
and 4 wives.
More than that, G. Come on, I haven't settled down yet. Yeah, I think yeah, and it's interesting. Like people, we can talk about a whole bunch of shit, but when you're talking about wealth and money and stuff, the rich truly understand this. The wealthy of the world are starting to understand this. Americans are actually a very unique type of people because I am American as well. So when I say these things, I'm not hating on them.
Do you ever think the Andrew Tate drama will end? Yes, it's going to end. He's going to fizzle out. Here's how I foresee this going down. He's popping off right now. It's not going to, no one gets to fucking stay on top without other people starting to hear what he has to say and go, that doesn't seem right. So what's going to end up happening is he's going to pop off for a little bit longer, okay? And then people are going to start, just like I've been doing, just like what other people have been doing. People are going to start fucking looking into his shit. They're going to start investigating him more and more and more. He already probably factors that in, which is precisely why he just said, which is precisely why he said, oh, there's a 3-step. Yeah, even people like me, there's a cycle of getting tired, bored of you, and then they start fucking with you again. Exactly. He is going to. These guys always fall off. I mean, look at Ty Lopez. He's a great example of this, right? Ty Lopez is a great example of this. Where the fuck's Ty Lopez now? What's he up to now? Gone. Here in my garage guy, exactly. People will start people will start shitting on him, and he'll stay under the radar for a little bit. His Hustlers University numbers will go down. Or the alternative option is that his narcissism, his narcissism gets the best of him, and then the Romanian mafia that he claims to be working with, which I assume is where he does his like money laundering for the casinos that he operates that are, losing money all the time. One of those industries, because he's like constantly running his mouth, will get him in trouble. Ty Lopez is very active. Yeah, 2018 when he first Here in My Garage, right? Is that when Ty Lopez first came? No, there's more. No. He definitely was popping before that too, but let's see. Andrew Tate comparison to Ty Lopez. Holy fuck, dude. Is there more than past 5 years? I want to see more than past 5 years. (2004) to present. Is that the best one? Oh, here. Yeah, see, when he first popped off in 2015, he had about an 8. And currently, Ty Lopez, when he first popped off, he had that major push, right? He had that major fucking push. Andrew Tate is higher than that. The internet has grown, and TikTok, man, TikTok is fucking crazy. It is crack, dude. Let's see. Wait, what? Studio album by Wait, what? No. Isn't this how you say Mr. Beast? What happened in December 2020 for Mr. Beast? Is that the Squid Game video? No, that wasn't the Squid Game video. That's crazy. As an internet vet, Ty Lopez was never even close to the popularity that Tate is at right now. Yeah, it's not just TikTok. I definitely believe hate and bigotry is easier to spread than galvanize and simple money advice scams like Ty did. That's why Tate is so huge. Yeah. Damn, Andrew Tate's popping off in Turkey too. It's so funny though. Hey, look, dude, that's why fucking people are like, dude, stop platforming him. Yeah, dude, I'm platforming him so hard.
Americans, I'm American, right? But Americans are unique because like when Americans make a bunch of money, it doesn't really cross their mind to leave America. The PSYOP, the most free country, we're the freest. Free to do what, G? What are you more free to do? Like, how about this? I'll go drive 200 miles an hour in my Lambo in Romania, and you drive 200 miles per hour in your Lambo in America, and let's see who gets some more trouble.
I mean, you're definitely not helping, but yeah, dude, you are literally brain dead. I am incapable of fucking platforming someone who has already had the platform. Please, dude, please, like, stop being so dumb. It is the idiocy from my own community that hurts my fucking soul. Almost more than like listening to this fucking idiot talk about how, you know, all this dumb shit. It straight up breaks my fucking brain. I just showed you this dude is like more famous currently than fucking Mr. Beast, and homie's like, I don't know, man. It's got to be bait, right? I'm like a Tom. Thank you for the 5 gifted.